sort of a drug.
My church doesn't believe in communion wine. We believe in communion grape
Yeah,
juice.
what's it called? Yeah, they're not... Oh, you guys do communion as, What are you? You're Seventh-day Adventist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you're literally... It's literally just Methodist, but Saturday, right?
In the car.
Oh, the grinders?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that, Tanky?
Seventh-day Adventist is literally just Methodist, but on Saturday, right?
Not really, but you can think of it that way.
Alright, we're recording.
Okay, but can we talk about the whole, like, cannibalism thing?
What about
consume the body and blood of Christ, like the
Yeah, what
communion
the fuck's
thing?
up with that?
I don't know the origins of communion.
I think you would have to ask him.
Do you want to have a religious discussion right now?
No, I'm recording right now.
Okay, alright. No, because I'm down.
It's okay. You can do it on your own time. The party, or is it? It's Skulls of Scardale. We took a 2-week break, I believe, because of my laryngitis, but I'm back now, better than ever. Got my inhaler, got my antibiotics. My antibiotic regimen's done. My voice should sound fine. It should sound exactly how it always does.
Yes. Y'all didn't take a break last week.
I think we did.
No, you didn't. Y'all played without me.
Did we?
Yeah, Azrael got a puppy.
No, the last session was 10/15.
Yep. The last recording I have is 10:15. Yep.
Y'all had a game last week. I know that.
No, we didn't.
We did not.
I think you mean the week before that.
The week before that we didn't either.
No, last week I was in Atlanta, and I keep getting spam
no.
pictures of an SCP.
Last session
Azrael's
was 3
puppy.
weeks ago.
No.
Yeah,
You're gaslighting.
No, literally, that's literally...
No, although Austin does do that literally all the time. He's not doing it right now.
No, look, you can look in Art Channel. The pictures of the SCP were on the 15th.
Yep, they were on the 15th. And I have no...
Why are we all talking in the Art Channel?
I don't know. I have no recording of any game of this.
You can also just, like, scroll through chat. And
then why did I miss session that week?
Because there was no session. I canceled it because I couldn't speak.
No, the SCP session. What happened that week? That was last week.
No.
That I went to a rave.
Then I do not remember, honestly.
Yeah, you're asking us what happened 3 weeks ago. To you.
We don't know, man. I mean, there was no game. I couldn't speak last Saturday. Okay, and we pick up this game exactly one day. You know, put the puppy over here. He's a good boy.
I just want to sit there and pet him.
Yes, he's a good dog. We pick up exactly one day later. The party has done their work. It is the... God, what, you guys... Oh, wait, I didn't update the date. It is the 1st of... God, I really gotta put a calendar in game. I can't just keep going to a Google Doc. Or I really should just memorize my calendar. It's chess. It is the 1st of Tarsok. This is, the quote-unquote, halfway point between spring and summer. Is the month of Tarsok. Also, this is the month that Alice is supposed to give birth.
Oh.
Yeah, she is currently 8.5 months pregnant.
Your son or daughter will soon be born.
Well, let's take guys. Let's take this month off of before we go to the orcs. Do we have can we use magic to find a due date?
You could, yeah. Asriel could divine it. He has divination.
Oh, all right then. Could I divine it?
Okay, you roll the bones and ask. Divination can provide you with a useful piece of advice or information in reply to a certain question, goal, or activity that can occur within 1 week. You could ask, I guess, is she going to give birth this week?
Yeah. If it's
I mean, it's only a 4th level spell, and it's like just on a downtime thing. You can do it.
yeah, I'll do it then.
Okay, give me D100.
1d100 plus 9 plus a d6.
Okay. How would I roll that?
Okay, /R.
Yeah, just give me
Space.
/R
1d100
1d100.
plus 9 plus 1d6.
No, it's not plus. It's the percentage to succeed is higher. Yes. Okay, you definitely succeed, without a doubt, because the number that you had to roll was 80, 82, or lower. Okay, you roll the bones and see into the future. You see that she will not give birth within the next 10 days.
Alright, yeah. I'll tell that to Basilius.
Yeah, you share that information with Basilius and Alice.
All right. Well, I believe I've mastered a new technique.
By the way,
think
who is going to deliver the baby?
Well,
Because there actually are people in this court that have experience with that.
can you drop my cohort in court?
Oh, Azrael, yeah. Should I also drop, what's her name in court? The other cohort?
If Azrael wants her there, she can be there.
Sure.
Relevant NPCs. Wait, players,
It's
cohorts.
in players' cohorts.
Ignore the fact that she's, like, partially naked.
Well, she's actually heavily clothed.
Yes.
Clothed.
Is she wearing someone else's skin?
No. She
No,
she
just like
just
a
has
really heavy
she has
coat.
very heavy gray robes.
Hmm.
Oh, you should give us access to our own cohorts. Actually, you should just give us access to everyone's like care sheets, just in general.
That's a lot of work, but I will.
You can
certainly-
right-click the players tab, and then permissions. Everyone owns everything.
Well, yeah, but that would allow you to see enemies.
No. The players folder. Unless, as long as
oh,
you don't
configure ownership. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually like
All
right-click
player-
folders and blanket set.
There you go. All players are now owners of all player tokens.
Hour or so, maybe I'll take another hit.
Oh, why is cohort not there?
It's in players. Oh, I'll do each folder individually.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And then the undead, all people are now owners of all the undead. There you go.
Alistair could deliver the baby. He has plus 14 heal.
Talik also could.
Mhm.
And, Peyton.
Peyton?
Peyton has a basic medical training.
Inside.
He's a savant. He can do whatever he feels like.
No, not the top one.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll ask.
Peyton is a level 3 expert at 14. He's pretty skilled.
Yes. We should start training him in something.
Also,
we should give him wizard classes.
What's it called? Also, Thor Halug could.
I'll ask.
Also, Azrael could.
I'll ask Talik
I
to
don't think
watch
you should
over
trust-
Azrael.
I don't think you should trust a cleric of undeath with anything like that.
I assume Talik has like plus 20 heal.
Taluk has plus 10.
Damn, he's bad.
He does not have the new Force User class. He's using the old Pathfinder class.
Yeah, I only have plus 6.
So it's not a skill for him.
I don't think it's a skill for the new Force user class either.
It should be. Let's
I have
see.
a +7.
Alistair can do it. He's a skilled doctor. Because he has to have high skill, high heal checks to be able to do flesh crafting.
Dog could do it.
I guess I'll ask. I assume Alistair has told me his skill set.
Pet him. Pet him.
Who's poking the dog?
It's me. I'm petting the dog. You may continue speaking. Yes, he has.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's a skilled item
Yeah.
crafter.
Over the months, these people are your most loyal servants. You know that you can count on them to aid you if you need something done.
I'll ask him. If he's ever delivered a baby before, or if he has any proficiency in it.
He says, I certainly could, although I've never done it myself before. Perhaps you should get a cleric or a wet nurse.
That's true. Where's the cleric of Mahina who helped bless Alice?
She is actually now a member of the Inquisitors down in that church.
Wait, I thought we got rid of them.
They're still there. They're just not seen as legitimate anymore.
Oh.
You didn't like drive them out.
Mm-hmm.
You just stopped. You stopped them from getting popular support.
For a while now, actually.
Yeah, they've been doing their own thing.
All right. Does she come through town? I assume like they all come
every
through
once
town.
in a while they do. They come into town and offer healing, and they fight. What's it called? Basic monsters in the wilds.
I'll task Thali with finding cleric of Mahina and asking for their service.
All right.
Preferably the same cleric who blessed us.
All right.
And then I'll say, I believe I've mastered a new technique we could potentially use to traverse the region. I'm not sure how accurate I can do, though. But we could use it to get out and still be back in the capital within a few days' time.
Okay, what's the technique?
Talik says, the technique is a rare one, not one that I've seen shown or manifested in students that I've heard of. It's a powerful form of teleportation, although it's not as well, it's not quite as impressive as some wizards can do.
I've tested teleporting short distances, but I haven't gone much beyond the skirts of the town in fear that I wind up in some unsavory location. Basilius kind of casts his hand out and warps to the other side of the table. Oh, I cannot move. The game is paused.
Now try.
Ah!
You have everyone selected.
Yes.
I have no clue how you guys accidentally select people.
Oh, because I just click and drag around the map. Idly.
Okay. There is sort of a warping, and Basilius seems to fold in on himself for like a split second before unfolding somewhere else.
I believe I could use this on a larger scale to help us travel without being horseback for 10 days at a time.
Talik says, it will be difficult. Such a technique can't work on multiple targets. You can only target one thing at a time with it.
Aye. I was considering seeing if I could transport wagons and carriages. Perhaps that could aid the issue I'm having.
Well, you could certainly test it out. Bark.
Fucking runs up and punts the dog. No.
No, not the dog.
Lightsabers the dog.
Just in half.
The dog's running around. He's having a good time. He's got zoomies.
Well, Asriel Grim, I believe we've been discussing heading off. To speak to the dwarves, possibly deal with the orcs in the mountains, since they've been expanding out eastward.
Oh yes, the orcs we met in Scardale Mountain, right?
Yep. Here's some bonus points. Does anyone remember the city name of the dwarves?
No.
No.
No, God.
Okay.
No,
It was the city of Geglodir.
Oh yeah, no, we would not remember that name.
Yeah, I was gonna say Magooblagep, but I think that's something else.
Other than the god of orcs.
Magoobliet is the god of goblins.
Oh. How far is that?
Well, let's go to the Dagger and Scardale map. You guys should be able to click it on your own. I've updated it.
72 miles. I can possibly do that.
Zach, you can also click on the thing.
What? Do what?
There should be a tab at the top that says DNS map.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Got it. Yep.
So now you can
Sorry,
see that.
I'm trying to figure out my new features of my character.
Yep. So now you can see, if you zoom out, you can see the actual territory. I made sure to fill it all in.
You guys should switch to the template tool so that you can drag around the map. If you're on the a lot of the tokens, all the flags are tokens, and you can't click and drag over a token.
Just don't move a
I
lot
can.
of them at once by dragging, because that may crash Foundry. It was
we
lagging while I
cannot.
was placing them.
That's why I told you to make them tiles.
Yeah, but the tiles were annoying to place. So, the dwarves in the city of Geglodir are right here.
Oh, I thought they were on the edge.
Nope.
Okay.
So we went pretty deep into the mountains last time.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could
I
try to
can-
teleport most of the way and walk the rest of the way.
Yes.
Or you could try to teleport twice.
Mhm.
Technically, there's literally nothing stopping you from teleporting across the world in one day.
No. It costs 4 point teleport.
Oh, to teleport it just straight up costs force points?
Teleporting, the standard action short distance is free, but teleporting anything beyond that is a force point.
Okay, so you can only do it twice a day.
Yes. Actually, wait, no. I only have 1 force point because I'm
Oh, yeah, wait, yeah, you're
fourth
only...
level, 3rd level. Yeah.
So yeah, you can only do it once. And that
Mhm.
would be your daily force point.
I've been purposely limiting it. Even though it is just weaker teleport spell.
I mean, it's just weaker teleport that you can get from level 1.
Well, you can't teleport miles at level 1.
Well, yeah, but still, it's pretty good.
Mhm.
You could attempt to do that.
I specifically was only attempt it to try it out the power.
Alright. So, how do we plan to do this? Because it can target either one creature or one vehicle.
I want to commission a royal carriage.
with no horses on it. Just get to the carriage and we'll teleport away.
Yeah, well,
Should
I was
just
gonna
make
say.
a land boat that we just teleport everywhere.
Well, we have the freaking airship that's stuck in Raymount.
We do have that. How big is it?
How big is the airship?
Yes.
God, let me check. Airship. So, let's see. It is a colossal vehicle that is 20 by 60 feet. With a above and below deck. It requires... it can hold up to 6 large direct-fire siege engines. It moves at... Let's see. It has 2 decks. It can hold up to 330 tons or 100 passengers.
I did not put a size limit on the size of the vehicle, but I should only be able to move huge sized at the moment, realistically. Well,
Well, no, because the power is meant to be used on starships, right?
oh, yeah, you're right.
So technically, you would be able to move the.
Yeah, it can comfortably hold up to 100 people. That's how big it is.
And it can float even without the
It
fuel,
can float
right?
without the fuel, but it can't move anywhere. Although when it does move, it moves at 100 feet per round.
Yeah, we could try that.
It also can.
It would take a few. It would take. I'd have to teleport us to Raymount in a carriage, leave the carriage there, and then we could teleport back to Chandler Cross with the blimp.
What's it called? The swivel cannons on the ship work.
Nice.
Oh, so we
You
can
could-
have
you could-
aerial fire.
You could
So we
teleport.
could park it in the middle of the orc encampment
Teleport
and
the.
just rain fire from it.
Yeah, teleport the ship directly above targets and just fire onto them.
All right. Let's go and buy a carriage.
All right, buy a carriage. Buying a nice carriage.
Yeah.
All right, one nice
Could I
carriage.
sculpt the front of it? Make it worth more when we sell it eventually?
I don't see why not.
Nice.
A nice carriage is gonna bring you about 150 gold.
Done.
All right.
We still have like 1,000 in the group fund.
You buy a small but nice carriage. It can hold up to, it can hold 200 pounds of cargo and can carry up to 4 passengers, with room for a driver and another passenger up front.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say that I wanted to sell the ceremonial staff.
Okay, you want to sell the ceremonial staff?
Yes.
All right. The staff of the master. Here it is. Okay, that if you want to just sell it wholesale, that'll run you. You'll get 15 grand from that. Is that fine?
15 grand wholesale.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that should be fine then.
All right, you can put 15 grand in the group fund.
There we go. Now we have some more spending money.
Mm-hmm. I think we should save up for a portable hole for you.
For who? For Marasmus?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah, so I can shove my undead in there.
Yes.
And have them in the way.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Since undead don't need to breathe. All right.
All right, you all pile in the carriage. I assume we're bringing Ryochi, right?
Yes. I mean, the other thing of note is we could just tell Ryochi to go to Lakeside, since he wants to like do stuff there, and we do need somebody to go talk to the Razmiris. But if we don't finish the orc stuff this session, I don't want him to be left out next session.
I should say we can bring him along for now.
Right. Yeah. All right. So I will. So let's load up into the carriage after I buy it.
All right. So, are we gonna put horses on the carriage?
I couldn't bring them, right?
No.
Nope.
Then no
You can only take things that are contained within the vehicle.
Yes. Okay.
If we have to, we can strap Grim up.
Grim,
can...
Grim, no matter your strength, you cannot pull this carriage.
We can give him muleback cords and a belt. And the
You
belt.
could just strap my undead on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Wait. Yeah. I don't think your undead will fit in the carriage. One might.
You physically, technically could all squeeze in the carriage, but it would be gross and also.
I will tell you to
intensely
leave your undead
uncomfortable.
here, and we'll pick them up in the airship if it works.
Technically, one could just fly with us. The other
Oh,
one could just
how much? You didn't answer me last time I asked. How much is it to build a airship dock here? It should be pretty cheap since it's just a small like dock, right?
Airship dock is the same price as the lowest tier of pier. It's just a pier, but for the air.
Did it give the stats of a pier?
No. It gives half the stats of a pier. Minimum 1. Yeah, so pier is 16 BP.
Okay, and it gives the same stats as the...
Yep, and it gives economy, stability, base value, but it also increases crime.
I like the idea of an... Oh, I guess that makes sense. An empty pier.
Yep.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't just be a single tower. It'd have to be, like, stations for parking airships, like the workers to work those ships, supplies, etc.
What about just a single airship dock?
Well, why don't you just use a rock or, like, a cliffside, then?
I don't know.
Yeah, we
something-
got a perfect cliffside right next to us.
Yeah, like, if you want an airship dock, then like, you have to pay for it. But if you want to just park your airship in the air, you can just do that.
Alright.
I'm okay with building the airship dock, though. It's gonna be expensive.
It's only 8 build points.
Yeah.
We can do that later. Yeah. We can build that next month.
Alright, we will now
Let's...
attempt to teleport... How many miles? 24... Yep. 72 miles to Bellwall, or to Raymount.
I know not. Yeah. So I'm gonna visualize Raymount.
Right? You focus.
Take a deep breath.
Get ready to swim.
Yes. And be ready to swim.
Oh,
20. Oh, yeah, that is enough. It is that times 5, so I can teleport up to 135.
There's a flash, and you appear near or right outside of... Let's see, where is... you appear directly in the middle of what appears to be a hobo camp. Right on the edge of Raymount.
Now, where that Raymount map at?
1 sec.
is it a new map?
I believe so, yeah. Let's see, Kingdom... Devout Pact.
We've been there before.
Yeah, we have been there, but just to the fort. We haven't. Been
Oh,
there
I don't actually
fully.
have the Raymount map.
Yeah, you have to upload. You have to grab it from wherever you store it.
Well, I don't have an updated Raymount map.
Well, you just use the old one. It's the same map. We haven't built anything there yet.
Yeah, we
Other
have.
than like a barracks.
We built a library and a housing district.
So just put the old map.
All right, let's see.
Not that big enough of a deal to update the map for. You know?
But new map.
Okay, I need to get the art. One sec. Here we are. Activate. It is not to scale.
What were you using for your ashful?
Remember this place?
No vision.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, yeah, I need to put the token vision off. So.
Be careful, you might break the edge. That is glass.
It's glass? Your bong is glass?
Wow.
What?
Most bongs are glass.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the ash as well.
Okay, so how did the teleportation go?
You appear. In
Wow,
your...
this map's... I don't remember it being this small.
This is Raymount.
Wow.
Although it would be slightly bigger.
Oh, I think last time we were just zoomed in so much.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
the combat only was here.
Yeah.
So this is the only bit that we saw of actual Raymount. We didn't really visit the...
Mm-hmm.
So where did we end up specifically? In
Right here.
Oh, it was.
Oh.
It's a grid. Well, I'd teleport us to like the fucking entrance to the gated area, like here, if possible. I guess it might not be.
Do you have
accurate.
do you have the measurements for that?
No.
Yeah, I still find it fun that we just end up in the middle of like what is that, Market Square looking?
Yep.
place?
You no, this is a
Hobo.
this is a hobo camp because there is a beggar crisis in Raymount.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah.
they're gonna be freaked the fuck out.
There is a flash and you appear. Tents collapse over. You like half land on someone's whole like setup.
And then there's a nice little carriage sitting in the middle of it all.
The door sort of creaks as you guys land. It's like a good like foot drop as you hit the ground.
Are we dizzy at all?
Mm.
Or
Nope, you just instantaneously appear.
oh, that went better than I thought.
I was aiming for outside the city. So he kind of steps out of the tent and the carriage and looks around.
Yep, you sort of step down and you sort of take the step and then hit the ground. You see that around Raymount, this area is pretty destitute. There are like hobgoblins going about their business. There's hobgoblin beggars and hobgoblin devout pack guards. They have a slightly different uniform, but they have generally the same kit.
I'll wave. I'll call out to one of the devout pack guards.
Yep. The hobgoblin approaches you. He sort of he barks something in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
I believe so. Let me check. I actually need to pick a language. I would not pick Goblin if I don't have it though.
Nope, you don't speak Goblin.
Nope.
He barks something at you in Goblin, and then when he realizes that you don't understand him, he switches to Common. He says, greetings.
So does he not speak Chandathan?
Nope.
Interesting.
He says, greetings, my lord.
Ah, hello. Get a few guards and guard this carriage for us.
Of course.
And I just kind of start walking.
He says,
away.
if you're looking for Kazani, she's not here.
Where is she at?
I believe she's, out in the greater sea there.
That's fine. Give me 1 sec. It's been a while.
She's out.
Doors. Wait, no.
Go,
Not doors.
his name was, jeez, oh god, it's been a while. Relevant NPCs.
Is Clark around?
He says, I think so.
Alright.
He's the one doing most of the business. Kazani's out every once in a while. Doing, I think she's delving for treasure right now.
That's fine. Basilius just starts kind of walking over towards the fort.
If
You
po-
walk toward. Oh, Azrael.
If possible, I would try to give a couple of beggars a few pieces of gold each.
Yeah, you sort of gather. You sort of just reach into your pouch, just sort of scatter a bunch of coins. Beggars, they sort of quickly dive for it and gather the gold coins.
Not like throw them on the floor, like hand them like a human being.
Okay, yeah. You sort of crouch down and hand coins to a few beggars. They thank you in Goblin, which you don't speak.
I figured it out. I know why Vecna likes Azrael now.
Hmm.
Why?
You guys start walking towards the fort.
Azrael gives him a good reputation with the common folk. And
I
then
don't
he
think
can take
Vecna gives a
advantage of
single
them.
shit about that.
Okay, as you approach the fort, you see that the entire inner city here, the walled city, is all fortified military buildings and homes of military personnel. You see, as you are sort of going through, you see hobgoblins doing drills, etc. This place looks like an active war camp. And as you approach, you see Clark in his sort of navy blue captain's overcoat and scimitar at his side. He sort of turns and looks at you. Ah, Basilius.
Hello. I see you've got the garrison I sent the funds for up and running.
Indeed. Or, he wouldn't say indeed. Yeah, I got it. Got the
Good.
boys doing drills every day. Getting ready.
Getting ready for...
Well, when these dragons arrive.
Good. Yes. How many men do you have?
Well, last time I checked... Actually, I have a list here. One sec. Raymount. Last time I checked, we got about 1,000 people living in Raymount, and I would say that about 3/4 of them are at least paramilitary.
We'll be building more houses here in the coming months to deal with the beggar problem and get more people moved in.
Yeah, get those layabouts off the streets and in somewhere.
Aye. In the meantime, Basilius kind of glances around looking for the airship dock.
It is right above the fort.
In the meantime, we've come to try and make use of that old thing. He points over at it.
He says, "Oh, that?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been tinkering with it. The boys scrapped it, or scrapped some of the siege engines on it. It floats, but doesn't do much else.
Do you have the siege engines around?
Yeah, we do, but it would take a few days to reinstall them.
Get to work on that. We'll be taking it to provide a stronger eastern front against the dragons to make sure they don't even get to this town.
Alright.
I believe I may have the ability to localize it. I don't even know if that's
What
a
it?
word.
Move it.
Oh,
Keep it
okay.
moving.
Yeah, so you guys go up. Examining the airship, it's clearly elven in design. It looks like very much like a high elven airship. It possibly could be the kinds of ones they use in Gusthaven or in the Gusthaven Air Force. You can see clearly there are places for swiveling cannons, although they have been scrapped and the metal has been ripped out.
Okay.
There's clearly like a captain's quarters, as well as under deck. There's kitchens, a barrack, as well as some nicer rooms for more esteemed guests.
Is there any like documentation, papers at all that we could possibly read?
It looks like everything has been cleaned out. The rooms are all empty. Like the furniture's been taken out.
Okay. Well,
It-
they
it
have all
is-
the furniture.
I'd say
around,
it is just an empty airship husk.
Okay. Well, let's. Wait a few-
The biggest thing of all is in the very bottom, in the engine deck. There is this sort of large mechanical contraption that you can clearly see is the engine. It sort of hums gently, but you can see that a lot of its constituent pieces are missing or unfueled.
Well, let's wait a few days and help them move everything over.
All right. Would anyone like to do anything else besides that in Raymount?
I think during those few days, just process. What's the fuck the word I'm looking for? Oh, preach the word of back now. I'm pretty sure no person will understand me, but why not?
I would like to spar with the soldiers.
All right. Let's see. I don't actually have a scene for that, but
You don't have to. We could just RP it.
Yeah, the soldiers here are pretty tough. They are very disciplined. Hobgoblin society and very much their culture is incredibly militaristic. They run pretty much everything in their town is run like a military unit. They start the day with drills. Then they eat breakfast after the drills.
You make a big fucking army out of them.
Yeah. 3/4 of the town is military personnel. And then there's those that are too old or too weak to work or to be in the army. They are usually outcast out of society, either assigned to less honorable civilian jobs or, of course, made beggars. Basically made destitute by the fact that they can't contribute to the military.
We need to make a job for them to do.
You know what we could do? We could just export them to other cities.
Yeah.
Like, send caravans by to collect any homeless person who the town doesn't want.
And just make Raymount like a navy base.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a military town.
Yeah.
Would that be a solution to the beggar problem?
I suppose so. Although you would need... Of course, you would need to have places for them to go.
Hmm. So if we do that, we could build a house
you would, yeah,
in
you
a
would
different town?
Yeah, you could build a house in a different town, and I would say that would count as solving the beggar by essentially deporting them.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's not deporting, more like making them move.
That is literally deportation.
Yeah.
And can we have the library mostly be like military texts?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, cool.
There are some humans that live here, although they speak Goblin, obviously. The main language of this place is Goblin, although most of the soldiers are taught Common. Although you hear practically no Chondathan here. This place is so far from civilized Chondath that you couldn't even really consider it Chondath anymore.
I'm gonna, knowing that, we're gonna start probably bringing people in to teach everyone Chondathan.
All right.
All
right.
Yeah. So over the days, I'll tell.
Grim, you are significantly more skilled than any guard here, so you very easily can mop the floor with them. And they all respect you for your strength.
He can solo 6 of them at once, attacking once each per turn.
I would take it easy on them.
Well, yeah, it's a sparring. You're not trying to kill them. Almost all the soldiers here are trained in traditional sword fighting. You very rarely see any other sort of combat. They use muskets, obviously. All the soldiers are trained in musket fighting, but they seem to sort of only use that as a last resort. They much prefer to do traditional sword fighting, especially sword fighting with two-handed swords.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see.
I'll tell Clark that the people here need to be able to speak Chondathan at some point, if they're to mingle with the rest of our armies.
Clark says, all right, well, I could see what I could do, but I can't really promise anything.
Do you speak Chondathan?
Nope.
Well, I'll start by having somebody come to teach you. I'll send a priest so that you can be aided with magic to learn faster.
All right, over the course of 3-4 days, they gather furnishing supplies, and the hobgoblin, and there are actually, as you see, as you're going around, you actually notice there are some goblins here, not just hobgoblins, but actual goblins.
Oh.
They sort of have come out of the woodwork. They install the 6 swiveling cannons. Each one requires a team of 2 to fire. They are large-sized cannons, so they're pretty large. They're pretty big. They're your classical, like, field artillery cannons. The kinds you would see in, like, musket lines. So they're very much anti-infantry, not very good against fortifications or enemy airships.
So just fire into a crowd and let it rip.
Yeah, and they are fitted with. You are given a significant amount of both whole cannons as well as sprays of buckshot that you could fire.
Damn, nice.
So if you were closer to the ground, you could fire cones instead of single target shots.
Oh.
Alright. The airship is not functional, but is furnished and ready to go, with supplies, food, etc.
Alright. I'll send some people by within the 10-day, Clark. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, alright.
With that, Basilius kind of...
would you like
That's
to
on
have
the
a
ship.
crew besides you guys?
We'll pick up I guess, yeah, let's pick up some hobgoblins. I assume that they've been using the cannons, kind of training with them, right? Or at least a few of them.
Yeah. They're pretty much knowledgeable on everything that's conventionally military.
Yeah, let's take a crew.
A few of them to go kill the, or it should like.
Let's
help,
get some powder monkey goblins.
Well, we'll just whatever. I'll ask Clark to
let's
give
pick
us
that powder
all the
monkey
men that
goblins.
he's specifically had training on these cannons and such.
Alright, Clark can spare you 25 crewmen.
How many do we need to run all the cannons?
8.
We'll just take 10.
Just 10?
Hmm.
Alright. Alright, 10. These guys are all, let's see, hobgoblin.
I guess we could take more. No,
I mean, why not just have a full crew?
Yeah. Oh, let's just take the full crew.
You could even attach a sail to this thing, technically.
That'd be funny.
But you would be traveling super slow comparatively.
We'd be traveling super slowly by wind.
That wouldn't be too bad if we could elevate
Well-
it and catch the tailwinds.
Azrael cannot cast control wind.
These are all just base hobgoblins, CR 1/2, level 1 fighters. With longswords, and one sec. Studded leather armor, light steel shields, longswords, muskets with 20 bullets.
I assume they all have proficiency in siege weapons.
Yep. And their stats are 15 strength, 15 dex, 16 con, 10 intelligence, 12 wisdom, 8 charisma. So they are very baseline jack-of-all-trades fighters.
Cool. Let's head off. I'll kind of head up to the brig of the airship.
You mean bridge.
Bridge, yes.
Brig is the prison.
I could do this from the prison. I just want to look cool. I'll say, all right, everyone. Let's see if this works.
Okay. You reach your hands out, and you feel the web around you of energy. You sort of press forward, and there is a folding of space. Give me another use force check.
I will be focusing on the air above Chandler Cross. We could go a lot farther than that. Holy shit, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it doesn't do math for me, lame.
190 miles.
So let's go back to the Dagger and Scardale map.
You can do, if you do 2 brackets, then 38 times 5, then...
Oh, I accidentally click undercross, it's slowing my game.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we could just go to the Dwarven City right now.
This is the test drive of these new powers, by the way.
Yes,
what about my,
this is.
What about my undead?
That's a good point.
We're going to Chandler.
I don't know, do you guys want to go to Chandler Cross and wait another day and then go to the orcs? Or we can go to the orcs right now, but we won't have the undead.
The undead are pretty important.
Yeah, they're my best line of defense and attack.
That is a lot of DPS we'll be losing out on.
Yeah, I focus on the air above Chandler Cross.
With a flash, some of the hobgoblins sort of murmur, surprised. And there is, like, very clearly, the first thing that happens when you appear above Chandler Cross is you hear screaming. However, very quickly as you sort of land, or as you sort of, wait, how are you guys gonna get down?
I'll step down and, well, I assume we just lower it onto the, by the
You cannot move
waterfall.
up or down.
Oh, how have we been getting stuff up there?
Because there's a tower with stairs and it's
Oh.
docked.
I could just have.
That's why I was asking if I can just build a single tower for it, and you said, well, you might as well just land it on the side of the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, you could have, but you put it above the town.
We could just have George. Pick
Hell,
up
you could have put it on the ground.
I walk off the edge, and I'll levitate down.
All right. There's an excited murmur among the town as you land, and you're gonna scoop the undead up.
I'll
George can just follow you.
Can George lift the perforator?
Yeah,
Yep, you can.
Okay, I'll give that order. I'll walk up to the 2 undead kind of stationed in the town somewhere. And I'll tell, the perforator to climb on top of George. And then tell George to fly up to the ship.
It's very cute.
Like it's like hooking 2 Lego pieces together.
All right. You will have to wait a day to do it again.
Yes.
So we're gonna wait another day. Is there anything anyone would like to do in town before we leave?
Well, preach the word of Vecna, that's about it.
Nope.
All right. Give me another use force check.
Let me put this in a macro. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know why use the force wouldn't be like 3 or 4 on your bar. Yeah, do remember, guys, there's like keybinds that you can use at the bottom left of the screen. You can like bind super common abilities there, and you can just press the button to use it.
That's cheating.
Oh, I got it. 170 miles. I can go.
The world's slowest but most busted transportation. Okay, you appear, just above the middle, above the forest, in. All right.
Above the like clearing area around where the fortress was, not like inside of it, right? So we don't want to get shot down.
All right, you appear. Oh, this
Everything-
map has no vision.
Well, we have vision from George, but it's in black and white.
Yeah, for one sec.
Is that what he sees? the
George,
world
yeah,
in?
George has black and white dark vision.
Oh, so what does the perforator have?
Black and
Black
white
and
dark
white dark
vision.
vision.
All undead do.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So we'd oh oh ah ah.
Why is it resetting itself?
He's dropping tokens.
There you go.
Yeah, we'd land like here. Just like a short jog from the city.
Okay, so there's a flash and you appear in the air. You are about level with the hill. So like maybe a few 100 feet up.
Mhm.
You see very clearly this orcish encampment is now, well, the elevators work still, obviously, like I explained before, but you now see smokestacks and some minor industry. You see they are chopping down forests and sort of ripping the roots out, etc., as they are expanding slowly.
Well, good thing we're dealing with that.
And the
This place is-
dwarven fortress, you can see the gate is, or the path up is completely snowed over, as is the gate. It is like there's like a snow dune that is like leaned up against it.
Oh, still?
Yes. Oh, and this is pretty high up.
I want to use the force telepathy. I can
Where's Ryochi?
I can send thoughts to somebody I've met before, right? Or what's the distance on that?
God, I don't know. Let me check. Force telepathy is.
Oh, it's anywhere on the planet.
It's the target determines the DC. Yeah, so anywhere on the same planet. Let's see.
I can send
You
simple
can
images.
you can send simple emotions or a single thought.
Right.
Where's Ryochi?
What?
Ryochi. All right.
I want to use it twice. I want to convey, can I convey the thought like meet outside, or do I need to do it twice for that?
You could convey outside.
I'll use it twice and convey like the thoughts of like meeting congregation and then outside.
Or you could just literally walk up to the door and knock. It's possible.
I wanted to contact the one guy who would willing to talk to us and have a conversation.
Okay, one sec. Got new music.
The Dwarfen Paladin we met before.
Alright. There is no response, but your message goes through.
Let's head near the gate.
Okay, how are we getting down?
I fly.
George takes trips getting everyone down. Okay. Start moving up the murky, not murky, but the snow-covered trail.
Oh. Also, Basilius is now levitating, just kind of levitating around. He's not manifesting wings to fly anymore. He's just hovering up and down places.
It's slightly less cool flying.
Mm-hmm.
But sacrifices need to be made. As you begin climbing, your feet sink into snow as you reach the higher parts. The snow here is untouched, except by maybe minor rock falls. This path doesn't look like it's been traveled in some time. Alright, it takes maybe an hour to climb the mountainside before you eventually reach the gate of Geglodir.
What's this area like?
One sec. As you reach the top, you see a snow-caked, so you see snow-caked carvings, dunes of snow, as well as a snowdrift that is leaned up against the door here. This place is the snow is all solid and untouched. As well as the outer torches are all extinguished.
Is there no sign of life at all here?
Not that you can see.
So does it look like the door can be opened?
Well, you gotta approach as you do so. So you step through the untrodden snow as you approach the gates of Geglodir. The gates are a large, I would say like maybe 200-300 feet tall. Definitely more than required for a dwarf. But the gates are 200-300 feet tall and maybe 40 to 50 feet wide, and they are made out of solid adamantine. The gates are, besides being carved with incredibly ancient and elaborate drawings of dwarves and their doings, as well as their main god, Ruthar, smithing them from earth. There's this mural, this religious mural of Ruthar ripping the dwarves from stone and smithing them. There is no outer handle or gate, door, or etc. There is only, to the left, there is a large stone and metal lever that is sort of half frozen on the wall.
Let's rap on the door.
Okay? You rap on the door with your gauntlet. There's like a gentle, like, thudding sound as you do so. It is quiet and the wind is harsh up here. It's kind of hard to hear.
Can I detect if there's anyone through the doorway?
You sort of extend your awareness out. The stone is very thick, and so is the adamantine. But there is no, like, feeling of great death or fear or etc. There's definitely not someone directly on the other side of this door.
What about this upper area?
You want to flap there?
Yep.
That is a watchtower. And there is a hatch on the floor that is also made of adamantine. Like a trapdoor, kind of, that seems to lead down into the sort of gate area right about here.
Knock on it?
You knock on the hatch. Well, you sort of have to unbury the hatch, but then you knock on it and there's no response. No, there's no response.
Like, I sense no, like necromancy or negative energy here, right?
Give me, I mean, you have detect magic, right? With detect magic, you sort of wave your hand and look around.
Can you repeat that one more time?
I said you have detect magic, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, with detect magic, you sort of wave your hand and look around. Both the gate and the walls are blessed or empowered by powerful abjuration magic, but there's no signs of necromancy. You assume that the enchantments on the stone and door are likely to keep them from eroding. Also, but the only thing it doesn't have magic on it is the stone and metal lever that is frozen right next to the door.
When the dwarves went inside, did they pull the lever?
No. The door just opened for them.
Silly starts floating down.
Maybe because of the winter, they decided to all stay inside.
They would still have somebody near the gates. I've detected not even... because imagine if somebody were to come and destroy one of the doorways. They'd want somebody nearby to know if it's happening. I can't sense any life even remotely near the guard towers.
I don't sense any other magic, but the ones on the doors, and nothing like necromancy at all.
Are the walls themselves enchanted?
Yes.
What about the rock around here?
There is a minor enchantment on the mountain itself.
On the entire mountain?
Yes.
Jesus. Can Azrael identify? Can I ask Azrael to identify the enchantment if he can?
All right.
Give me spellcraft.
Don't know if I have that, but I'll check.
Why does Roach keep getting moved?
Not me.
Ryuchi will also attempt to identify. That was a really good roll because he only has a +7.
I think Zach has a rank in it.
Rank in what?
I
Spellcraft?
do not have. I do not.
No, I
have a-
don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I got rid of it for something else.
I do not have a rank in spellcraft.
Does Ryochi know? Ryowochi?
Let's see. Why are you entangling and unentangling Ryochi?
It was a mistake.
Let's see. He can identify he would be able to identify up to 6 level spells. The spell that is here is more powerful than that.
Oh, so it's some powerful stuff.
Although Ryochi can tell you that with his knowledge of lore, especially magical lore, it is similar to a mythal.
A what?
A mythal is a specific type of elven magic that is essentially meant to protect or cause some sort of permanent magical effect to affect the reality in an area. Like, so Gusthaven has a mythal on it that was created by Alir, the elven god, the elven creator god, so that true dragons can never approach Gusthaven.
Nice.
So it is some sort of powerful defensive magic that was created likely by a god at some point.
I will step away and say, well, Grim, let's see if you can pull the lever. Basilius takes a clear stance away in case
Maybe
it's dangerous.
like, yeah, maybe it's something like a door knocker.
So just a strength check.
No, you don't need to make a strength check at all.
Okay. Yeah.
With your strength,
pull on it.
your strength, you can just do it.
Hog. He does, in fact, have 24 strength.
Okay.
I'll stay somewhat nearby to see if he needs healing at all.
All right. He pulls the lever down. There's a creak and a smashing sound as it does, and then you hear a dong. This echoing bell. Several minutes pass. And then you hear a gentle shifting like metal grinding on metal. And right next to you, your face, Grim, a little slit opens up, and you see two haggard-looking eyes.
I would have come back during those minutes. Wait.
Who's there? You know orc?
No,
Eh?
we're not orcs.
Aye, we've come to speak to you before last year.
Before. Alright. Who are you? What's your business here with the Geglodir dwarves?
I'm Basilius Alzaria, the leader of the Devout Pact to the north.
Aye.
We
Oh, by the way,
previously-
by the way, I forgot to tell you something that you would have been told. Do you remember the dwarfen merchant that up and disappeared?
Yes.
His name was, Gambrim Baffleface. This is apparently the place that he came from.
Oh.
That
Okay.
would have been told to you by the guards.
So we might be able to use that information. Then.
He says, well, no, I'm just saying that if you would like to look further into it, maybe you could find some information here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He says, aye? I remember you.
I remember
I'm
before
cracking open a
you-
cold one here behind the gate.
It's a new form of a tankard of ale.
Yes, it's carbonated. We've invented beer like cans. He continues. Aye, and what do you want?
I
These gates
remember
haven't-
before you were having issues with the orcs nearby. One of your guards mentioned it was becoming difficult to source resources from outside the walls.
He says, aye, we solved that issue quite quickly, actually, after that.
Oh.
Yes, food's no longer an issue. We've connected an underdark highway.
Ah. Nice.
To where?
Well, we're buying, he says, we're outsourcing food from a drow city to the south.
I thought you intended to do no communication with outside regions.
He says, unfortunately, circumstances have necessitated the opening of our diplomatic channels. Now, is there anything I can help you with, good sir? This gate
Well-
hasn't been opened in over a year.
Well, if your diplomatic channels are open, perhaps we could speak to you.
Me?
Our territory is wide and thriving, and we have a large surplus of food that can be sourced from outside the Underdark.
He says,
Furthermore, we plan on taking on the orcs in this region soon. And perhaps that could be a mutual benefit to both of our kingdoms.
He says, aye. Alright, wait here. He slams the slit shut.
I think I should put make sure George and the Perforators like stay out.
Yeah, you can just keep them like by the bridge.
Yeah, they'll stay by the bridge for now. If the guards come by and ask, I'll just tell them they're basically walking marionettes. They won't act unless I give them an order to do anything.
Alright, 15 minutes pass. Before there is a grinding gear sound, and you see the snow start to shift as these gates slowly creep open. Stepping outside, there is a small platoon of Dwarven Stone Guard that sort of come out and sort of surround and spread out. As well as a small portion of them surround you guys. Not in a threatening way, but they have their shields up, and they are prepared for anything.
Mhm.
And then stepping out beside them, using a long sort of quarterstaff to walk, you see a dwarven man in full plate, with a beautiful circlet He sort of gently limps out. He says, "Greetings. Oh, greetings, folks."
Hello. I kind of gently step forward towards him.
This is not the same dwarf. This is a different dwarf.
Yes.
He says, "I am Kamuk. Kamuk of Clan Shortward. I am one of the lords of Geglodir."
I extend a hand towards him.
He extends a hand towards you and gives you a hearty shake.
I am Basilius Alzaria.
I know your name.
Wonderful.
He says, "Now, what can Geglodir do for the surface folk?"
Well, I was looking to perhaps set up trade with you all. I'm sure you would appreciate having actual food again. Wheat, flour, the different grown things that you don't get from the Underdark.
He says, it would be good to taste beer again that isn't made from mushroom." He says, "But unfortunately, the surface is too dangerous. It is simply not safe to trade. These gates have been closed for almost a year now, your time.
Aye, the orcs.
Their might is too much for us. Our population dwindles every day we fight them."
Well, we have been toying with a number of options. I'm unsure if you've heard of the invasions going on.
Aye. We have preparations and evacuation plans for if the army of dragons reaches us.
Yes, we
These gates
We've
can
managed
hold
to-
for thousands of years. We should be safe.
We've managed to corral a number of smaller orc encampments by taking on the title of war leader. I can gesture to the fucking hulking man behind me.
The giant cat beast.
Kitty!
We are powerful fighters in addition to our titles as leaders. We had planned on perhaps seeing if we could do something similar around here to attempt to drive the orcs further east so that they could bear arms against the dragons.
We were simply waiting for the dragons to arrive and wipe them all out.
Okay, out of character. That is a hell of an idea to say the least. Not a good
I mean,
one.
that's an obvious choice.
Yeah, no, an obvious choice. Yeah, but eventually the dragons were like, "Hey, there might be shit in here," and try to see if they can find a way inside.
These gates held during the calamity, and they will hold again.
Well, in any case, we plan on attempting to deal with the orcs one way or another. We have an airship nearby, and considerable strength amongst ourselves. We've even tamed a number of orcs that we lead in the form of an army. If we were to clear the area somewhat to make it safer, you would perhaps be open to trade and speaks of diplomacy.
I would have to speak with the other Hammer Council members, but it is certainly possible.
Well, well, if you would speak to them, that would be wonderful. Put the offer on the table.
I see. How do you plan to fight these monsters? They are beyond even my stone guard. There are simply too many.
We have considerable abilities to our disposal.
We hope we can stand against them. We are some of the strongest warriors of the region.
Do be careful. Their war boss is a giant of a man. Or if you could even call him that. He's mostly machine now.
Does the war boss have a name?
Yes, they speak of him. His name is... Gorok.
Well, he probably has fucking deer adamantine. Grim might not be good at fighting him.
He is Gorok Maget, is what they call him. Him and his head shaman, Sneakslag, they lead the orcs. They are rapidly industrializing.
Yes, we've seen that much from our aerial view from the airship. Well, that is mostly what I've come here to speak to you of. If we are not strong enough, we have the means to teleport away if the fight is losing. If we cannot defeat them ourselves, would you consider, is the possibility of a joint assault, if we were to combine our armies together, appealing to you at all?
I could spare a few squads. My stone guards are some of the best trained soldiers on this rock. Disciplined. They would serve well in a fight.
Well, we will head off soon to inspect the camps and see what we can do alone. If you would bring the considerations I've put forth to the rest of your council.
Aye. The dwarven king, Kamuk, he slams the end of his quarterstaff down, and the stone guards quickly retreat back with their shields up as they all retreat back towards the gate. And the dwarven king, with his walking stick, limps back into the city, and the door slowly closes with a resounding, almost thunderous sound, like a crack or a bang as the door slams shut again, and you hear gears turning.
Well, let's be off. That went better than expected.
Yeah, at least we actually spoke to them.
Yeah, I did not expect to get that far, if I'll be honest.
No, to be honest, Lord Basilius, I didn't expect we would even get a word in.
Ryochi pipes up. Why are you suddenly calling Basilius Lord?
Well, he is my boss, so...
You've never called him that before.
I sometimes
Look at Ryochi being a little shit even when he's not here.
Yeah. I like to interchange it. Lord,
It's kind of cringe.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? What tongue is that?
I've never heard that word.
Ryochi is canonically a boomer.
Yeah.
Ryochi is canonically a zoomer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I think all of us would be boomers. He would be a zoomer.
Basilius is sizably older than everyone. Basilius is like twice anyone else's age. What's going on?
I believe that's Zach. Whenever something annoying is happening, I assume Austin. If it's not Austin, he's confused, I assume Zach. How would we like to approach this camp? We could just take an elevator.
True, but we could try.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna sneak up on them too well.
Yeah, no, yeah, true.
We could just drop in. We could
could-
just drop in from above.
We could teleport the airship into the town square of their place.
But and we were risking getting the airship damaged.
I want to fly up, kind of a distance away, and use the spyglass to kind of check out some of the guards.
Okay, there is clearly a place that is the center area of town. I will show you what it looks like.
So what's our plan now? Since if this guy might have like adamantium in his skin and shit.
Well,
Are
we
we
don't.
just
We'll just see. We'll see.
I'm just saying, full out assault, kill every orc we can get our hands on.
There are probably thousands of them.
No, that's a losing battle.
This is what appears to be the central platform.
Do they seem to have like flintlock firearms or more advanced?
They don't have firearms at all.
Oh.
But
Okay,
they have.
this
But they have
is not a losing battle.
But they have very big melee weapons, and a lot of them are big. They are getting very large.
Yeah, knowing they don't have melee weapons.
You mean firearms?
Yes, firearms.
Should
we could just teleport above them.
Yeah,
and
just
drop
start
in.
Let the cannons start taking pot shots.
You
No,
can see that.
Just...
You can see that they don't have personal flintlocks. However, they do have cannons.
Oh, then.
Do the cannons seem to be on swivels?
No.
Probably aiming outward.
No, but there are. No, they aren't on wheels at all. There are orcs that are carrying them.
Oh, they're some big boys then.
What's the range on a cannon?
Can you see the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the kind of orc boys you can see. You can mouse over them and check them out.
The range is like 1,000 feet.
I can mouse over them and check nothing out.
You can check their names, right?
No.
No.
Yes.
Wait, why can't you see their names?
Orc
Well, I can only
boy.
see. I can only see the.
Wait,
Stink slag scum's naga.
The Naga.
yeah. If you mouse over them, you can see their names.
Pog. That works.
What? Oh, okay, yeah. I just have to zoom in real hard.
But there is a collection of large orcs. The sort of elite orcs you see around here are about as big as the other war bosses you fought before.
Okay, so yeah, this
This encampment is very, very close to reaching critical mass, where there will just simply be too many orcs, and they'll just be too smart and too big.
And then they'll just kill each other.
Or if there's a single leader, they could create a Wa, and that would be really bad for everyone, because all the orcs would unify.
Yeah, since now have to fight like 2 battles in one front.
Yeah, we could just like teleport 1,000 feet above them and drop in, fucking like hell drop style. That would be out of range of their cannons. So the airship's safe.
But they would also be out of range of your cannons.
Well, we don't need our cannons. We just need a way to get in, right?
Yeah, you could like what's it called? Yeah, you could teleport above them and like parachute down or something. They're actually the ship actually has parachutes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Usually they have boxes of featherfall rings, but these have parachutes because they don't have featherfall rings.
Does anyone have enlarged person?
I don't. Can I even learn that?
Yes.
You could prepare it, yeah.
Yeah, then I might prepare that. I was gonna cast on you Blood Rage.
Which does...
You can do both. Whenever you take 5 points of damage, you gain plus choo strength, and that
Oh.
stacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
for every 5 damage I take?
Every 5 damage you take, 2 points of to strength, and it stacks every time you take minimum 5 damage.
And -1 Tracy.
Mm.
Up to a maximum of 10 strength.
I can also cast
Damn.
what are some of my other spells I want to prepare for this battle?
You can also make us invisible before drop.
You have invisibility sphere, right?
I think you can learn it.
Or is that a wizard spell?
I don't know.
Well, Google will solve that question. It is not a cleric spell. It's a bard spell, but I don't think Ryoshi knows it. No.
And airdropping directly on the central part of their camp, I'm gonna say it, it's not gonna be an easy fight. Although if you're prepared, you definitely can pull it off.
We're just trying to challenge the war boss, right?
But they probably attack us first, and then we
Yeah,
kill a bunch,
true.
and then they're like, "Holy shit!" And then we announce that we're here to fight the war boss.
Yeah, when they see you, they're gonna just try to murder you on sight, because that's what they do.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're like, I'm here to fight your boss. If he's not around, no one's gonna care. And plus, you guys don't really look strong.
Yeah,
Grim
we're
does.
small.
Grim does, but everyone else kind of doesn't. You guys have a useless little small boy on your team.
Oh, he will be invisible for the entire thing.
Oh yeah, no, There's no way he's gonna be. Like,
Yeah,
I was gonna-
he's the ring of invisibility.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He's
either-
always invisible.
Yeah, he's either have to be completely invisible or I have to send one of my undead to body block for him. I was also gonna cast Blessing of Fervor on all of us, so you can choose out of one of these abilities. While the blessing, you can call your allies to move forth empowered for them to conquer to become victorious. Each round, for the duration of the spell, each of your allies can choose one of the following bonuses at the beginning of its turn, their choice. Increase your movement speed by 30 feet.
We should have put the carriage in the airship.
Oh, yeah.
Stand up.
Drop the
with a
carriage
split
down.
attack with-
Teleport the carriage down.
with,
Oh, I thought you meant just push the carriage onto them.
that would be funny as fuck.
Just start
but yeah.
throwing things, like dropping like alchemist fire and shit like that from the...
Or just drop metal balls. Also, instead of reading out the entire spell, just roll it in chat. Marasmus.
I would need to cast.
No, you can just click on the image to roll it.
Hold on, I accidentally ignore the.
I got it.
But yeah, you can use one of those. I'm also gonna do the other.
That would have to be done after you guys land.
All right, then yeah, I can do that.
Because that would run out before you hit the ground.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that before we land. Then, but first I'm gonna do Blood Rage on Grim.
No, that is also one round per level.
You're gonna have to spend like the first few turns buffing Grim.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just wait till we land then.
Alright.
You can enlarge him now.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I'll enlarge him.
Okay, let me grab everyone's tokens. Are we...
I'll add enlarge person to your sheet.
One sec. And the undead too?
Bigger cat. Yeah, the undead too.
Oh, clerics can't learn enlarge
Oh.
person.
Ah shit, then.
Then you cannot, no.
Fuck.
Does Ryoshi know? Nope. He
nope.
doesn't have good spells.
Ah, well.
Actually, before you guys drop down, he will cast Good Hope on everybody. So they, so everyone gets just a +2 to saving throws, attack rolls, ability checks, skill checks, and weapon damage.
Does that include the undead or no?
It does. Wait, no, undead are immune to motion effects.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, then never mind.
But everyone can get hope. You guys are all empowered with hope, and you feel like you could take on the world. Alright, are we dropping? Are we flying down, or are we doing parachutes?
I'll drop down and then stop, like levitate before I hit the ground.
I'll cast
Oh, that reminds me, Basilius, I gotta add something to the Force User class, eventually, about fall damage.
What about it?
I was gonna have it so, I believe, like, level 5 or 6, Force Users just take the minimum fall damage when they fall.
Oh, that's kind of a feature of Levitate. Levitate, if you're falling, you just can gain Feather Fall.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's how I tiered Levitate. Tier 1 is as a reaction to falling, you Feather Fall. Tier 2 is you can hover off the ground, ignoring difficult terrain. And you can hover up walls as long as you stay within 5 feet of the wall. Tier 2...
Okay, you guys see this? You guys see this?
Yes.
You may place your tokens within this sphere as you land.
I think Grim can come riding down on the perforator, or I mean not perforator. I mean, yeah, Georgia.
And what about Ryochi?
He will be invisible, right in the middle of everyone. Oh, you deleted his token.
Nope, he's invisible.
There you go. Where's Grim at?
On the perforator. Or on George. As you guys begin landing, you immediately, when you're halfway down, people start to notice, or the orcs do. You immediately hear alarm bells go off, and one or two very poorly placed cannon shots go whizzing by you. As you guys...
I will be slightly below everyone if the orcs want to aim at me instead.
They just aim in your general direction.
Yeah.
As it's very clear that everyone is ready for you, because it's not a quick descent.
You do fall at like 1,000 feet per round.
So one round we'll be down at the bottom.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. Let me check. Let's see. Falling. Let's see. Oh, you know you can't cast a spell while falling unless the fall's greater than 500 feet. Weird.
Cool.
Alright, you guys fall, except for George, who flies. George cannot fall quickly.
True.
Because he hovers. So you guys all sort of gently float down. Basilius activating his levitation to sort of the last maybe 30-40 feet as he sort of slowly lands, and you guys all land with your weapons drawn. And Basilius, I assume you have your saber ignited.
Yes.
Alright. One sec, let's see music. As this large sort of bloated orc covered in these venomous snakes that sort of crawl over him. He sort of...
He is long strider as we're falling.
Alright. He turns his... Huh? Who are these?
In Orcish I retort, we've come to challenge your war boss.
Snicks up, chuckles, and pats his belly. Boys, kill these softies. We're going to roll a lot of initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, also for reference, this is the day after we teleported here,
Obviously.
just so everyone's aware. Because after we teleported to talk to the dwarfs, we rested for the night, and then teleported in because I can only teleport.
Alright. Roll your initiatives.
Remember, you can do one button to roll everything.
I already did. I'm telling you to. I want people to roll their own initiatives. So you all land, and the orcs sort of, they wah and roar and scream as you land down. And we're going to start combat. Asriel.
Well, I was gonna cast Blood Rage on Grim first.
Is there a buff I can add?
I don't know. I didn't check for blood rage. No.
Okay, so you cast Blood Rage.
Yep.
You could target more than one creature, actually. It's one willing creature per 2 levels.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast it on...
But it's also an emotion effect, so it can't affect undead.
Yeah, I was gonna cast it on Grim
Basilius
and...
declines.
Okay, never mind. Then myself, why not?
Alright.
Cast it on Ryoshi.
Why would
You both feel this growing anger inside you. Actually, yeah, I was about to say, Basilius, your force powers would be affected by this.
I declined.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good that you didn't. You and Asriel, Grim, you feel this growing anger inside you. It starts bubbling up as you are empowered by this magic. Alright, next. Ryochi will...
Cast haste.
Yes.
The music just stopped.
No.
It's turned somewhat melancholy.
Oh, there it goes.
It's winding.
Man, hasten on undead. That seems scary. On the perforator too? Jesus Christ.
Make sure you set it to level 8 so it counts down by itself.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get Grim in there? Am I getting haste?
Yeah, everyone is.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Grim is getting the most buffs out of every party member. We're making damn sure we got a good chance at this, guys.
Ryochi will then 5-foot step backward. Snick Slag will turn. Oh, you like magic, huh? He points forward and he's going to cast... Cone of Cold.
Oh, Pog.
Well, that won't affect the undead, I think.
Oh, wrong way.
You can click on it and then just shift to rotate it. Hold shift and mouse wheel to rotate it.
Is he gonna hit his orc war boy?
No. Yeah, sure, why not? I know he doesn't care. Everyone click that reflex save.
27. Actually, I think 2 higher than that. I rolled the wrong save.
17.
Oh, I'm immune anyway.
Did it roll twice?
Grim, you did roll twice, and you failed both times. Ryochi will also roll.
What's that
25.
DR3? I have.
That does not apply.
You rolled again, Grim. Azrael,
No, I'm not
Azrael,
rolling.
Azrael, you have Grim's token selected.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't select it.
Okay, yeah, select your own token and then roll. Alright. So the only person who takes full is Grim.
Oh, Grim could just max out his buff.
Yeah, already.
Azrael take half.
Oh, wait, 5, 10, 15.
Ryochi takes half.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, you now have -5 to AC and +10 to strength. Grim.
You are gonna be hitting
Okay,
like
so
a
how do
goddamn
I
truck.
do that?
Okay, one
Okay,
sec.
so-
I'll give you a reverse. I'll give you a reverse penalty.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I mean, I made the blood rage buff. I just don't know how to.
So, are you
Thank
looking
you.
at the changes right now?
I was. Here, let me pull them back up. Changes. Okay, yeah, I see.
So,
All right.
10 to an ability score strength, then -5 to defenses AC.
Generic AC.
Yep, there you go.
The strange orc with glowing eyes waves his fingers and says, "I'll show you real magic." And he points forward, and there's this icy cold gust of snow that covers you. You feel your eyelids quickly. You quickly close your eyes as you feel your eyelids frost over, and you are covered in snow, but you all shake it off. Still hurt, but not nearly as bad.
I thought
so-
you were going to show us real magic.
You me tricks. Orcs.
Oh yeah, run straight at us, please.
He swings forward, and you just sort of sidestep it.
You should change your dice so that they're legible.
Nope.
I want to believe more that he just levitates himself slightly to the left.
Orc Warboy starts charging it. George.
Let's see. If I just skipper's turn for now, I could just have him attack full round whatever comes straight at him.
Yes. He can hold
Likely.
his turn till the end of initiative.
How many D8 of mirror images do I create again?
D4.
A D. Yeah, I think it's when you roll the ability. I think it.
I activated the ability, but nothing happened. It's hold up. Is it under?
Oh, it's
spell?
It's a D4 plus 2.
It's under, yeah. It's a roll of D4 plus 2 mirages.
And then you do that when you enter the stance.
Okay, so George
Yeah.
is gonna wait.
Yeah, they're just gonna wait.
I'm adding the mirror image spell to your Path of War abilities. Zach.
There we go. Okay.
The perforator.
Perforator, what is he doing?
These are just some random broken barrels, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm just having meet up with the big boy and start swinging.
Alright, let's make an attack with him. Give him the bite. That deals 10 damage.
Attaboy.
As the perforator quickly scuttles forward and reaches out, snapping onto the orc warboy. Basilius.
I will just ignore this guy and charge forward.
Okay, that will provoke.
Yep.
Oh, you shouldn't have rolled twice. Oh wait, no. That's a confirmed crit.
My lord.
Well, let's see if I can stop that.
So you reach up to block.
Actually, I want to be badass. Instead of blocking with my thing, I'm just gonna scare him into missing. Actually, I guess I should block, because that's a lot more usable.
All right.
Yeah, I'll block with my lightsaber.
Use the Force DC 25.
Whew.
Okay, that reaches up. That actually, in fiction, that should destroy his weapon.
He
But-
is just a mook.
But yeah, so his weapon is just destroyed. As he swings up, you just slice his weapon in half.
And then, stab.
Okay, you swing. You sort of run up to Snick Slag, and you swing.
Yikes.
Natural one.
I'm off balance from blocking the strike.
You sort of stab forward, and he steps aside. Nice sword. My boss is gonna like it when you're a pile of meat. 5 foot step.
Swift action.
Oh,
That's fine. Swift action. I'm going to intimidate him.
all right.
I should put intimidate on my hotbar as well.
All right, that succeeds.
Well, let's see if your boss likes it when you're a pile of meat.
Chicken.
Not stirred.
Grim. You're now a very strong boy. You feel empowered and enraged.
Makes it very thick. I took out the stem.
Okay. Let's see. Think I am.
The only thing Grim is missing is Pounce.
30.
Mhm.
40.
Hopefully he
It's like
never gets it.
it's almost impossible to get pounced.
I'm gonna activate Funhouse Waltz.
Alright. Funhouse Waltz is activated. You can charge. Oh yeah, you can charge in a weird line. Wait, no, you get. Funhouse Waltz is the one that gives you bonus move speed. Alright.
Bonus move speed and weird line.
Oh, okay.
So if you could go far. Christ.
So you quickly charge around, sort of darting back and forth as you run at this war boy.
Does haste allow me a full round action now?
It does not. You just need a single attack.
Oof.
Yikes.
You swing forward with your claw, and it scrapes up against the war boy as he stands firm. He's also very strong. Not as strong as you, though. He's about as strong as you were before the buffs. Random orc.
I love the 25 nat one.
That's how strong he is.
This orc runs up to George. Missing.
That's adorable.
These are CR 1/2 orcs. Orc warboy. The warboys are the real issue.
Yeah, the big guys are gonna be chunky.
Oh, George can get an attack against the orc since he has reach.
Oh, opportunity attack.
Oh, alright then. Yeah.
Tentacle. Oh no, just slam. Bonk, orc is dead. They have 6 HP.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, George swings one of his tentacles. It slams into the orc, who then goes flying into one of these huts, knocking it over.
Pathetic fools.
Roar! This orc warboy will charge George.
You might look like a fine specimen too.
Ah! He reaches and slams down on top of George. That does hit. But he has DR10.
Wasn't it 14?
No, he has DR10 good. So that does 0 damage as the Great Club smashes down. It just squishes George. But he's fine.
What a silly little boy.
He has bones, but they're in random places and you don't want to know.
He only had bones in his dick.
This one will full attack the Perforator. Which is just 1 attack. He swings and smashes into the Perforator, but the Perforator is unmoved. This orc boy... He has to actually get full move to get there. Talk about how big this sword is.
It's a big boy.
Humongous.
Among Us? Among
5
Us Rock?
Yep.
Oh, we should give that sword to the Among Us Rock.
The orc swings his falchion at Grim, who quickly brings up his armored hands and just stops the blade.
I love 22 AC after a -5 penalty.
This orc warboy does not like Grim and will hurt him.
No, not Grim.
Well,
He swings the Great Club down, but Grim stops it with his claws.
You guys ready to see all 3 of these people get shredded?
yes. Show me the damage.
Don't move.
Oh, another one. Oh. 20!
Natural 20, but not a crit. It's only 9 damage.
Alright, here's my second one. This one is -5.
Natural 20. He swings the falchion, you bring the saber up and slash his falchion. Luckily, he has a second falchion.
Unlike his friend, he came prepared.
This guy fights the Perforator because they have no fear.
Or just incredibly stupid.
Both.
I can't believe 3 nat 20s have been rolled against me already.
Asriel.
Alright, well, there's an orc right in front of me, so... why not? Just attempt to swing with my scythe.
Come on, you can do this. I believe in you. I shouldn't have ran away from you, sorry. I was excited to test out my new lens.
You quickly take your scythe off of whatever sheath you have on your back, swing, and with one swift stroke, you slice this orc in 2 pieces.
Alright.
Gone.
Yeah, no problem. Like, I know you wanted to, like, try out your new buffs and shit. It's completely fine. I should be able to manage with George here as a meat shield.
Alright, Ryochi is going to cast... he's going to point at Snickslag and cast Hideous Laughter. Snickslag immediately starts laughing uproariously and falls onto his back, clutching his stomach. He is prone but not helpless. For 8 rounds, he can do nothing. Let's see, he's essentially stunned. I'm just gonna give him stunned.
And prone.
And prone. Snickslag, he does nothing. Let's see... On the
New
creature's
saving
next
throw.
turn, it can attempt to save. Goes.
Oh. Right, another will save.
Okay, He is still prone, but he's no longer stunned. The spell is over. Another orc boy. Double move. Another orc war boy. Double move. This music is very, very chill because we haven't gotten to the boss yet.
Mm-hmm. You should play the song I posted when Rishi starts Bardic performing.
No. Crit, George. 2 natural 20s in a row.
5 20s already!
George takes 11 damage.
Wait, did he skip George's turn?
No, George goes after this.
No. George goes on initiative 1. He held his turn. He changed his initiative, remember?
Oh yeah, good point. 1 sec.
That's why I messaged in chat, don't forget you change his initiative to 1.
So then George can do 8, 17, 28 damage to this big orc boy, if you'd like. Alright, that orc boy is very badly hurt. Now this orc comes in to attack. George takes 7 damage. He's down to 50.
Don't forget to update his initiative to 1.
Perforator. What's the Perforator doing, Erasmus?
Erasmus.
He's moving his mice. He's moving his mouse. He's just not talking.
Erasmus, speak.
Oh. Oh, he's having Discord issues. He just left. We can't hear you. Oh, wait, I think I heard a little bit.
He went, ah!
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello,
Yeah,
yes.
there you go.
Hello.
Okay, I was trying to say just full round into the orc warboy.
Okay. Okay, the orc warboy takes 8, 17, 27. He's dead. 27,
And
34.
whatever
He's dead.
yeah, whatever extra damage onto the orc next to him.
Slam. The orc is dead. This orc warboy and this orc are both dead.
And can he still move or no?
Cool,
He could 5-foot step. That's not 5 feet.
Oh, that's not sorry.
That was 10 feet.
Sorry, he's so big I get confused with that.
Basilius.
Or on the dude.
He takes... he takes, 30... 45 damage. That hits his touch. Right? You reach up and slash a few times. The sort of meat of him melts, where you slash as you leave burn marks. Oh, you're slashing down onto him.
Yeah, I'm just stabbing just a flurry straight down.
Yeah, he's yelping in pain as he's attempting to stand up on his next turn.
I will, when I hit him, I get intimidate checks.
I thought you only get 1.
It's when I hit. I've just never I've never had more than 1 attack in this campaign.
Alright.
It's, yeah.
He's frightened.
He was cowering. What's the buff called?
He is shaken, and then frightened, and then, panicked.
Yeah, panic.
Yeah, there he is. He's panicked. He's going to attempt to run away. Orc. Next to his... He pulls out his second falchion.
I get an attack of opportunity from that, and will not take it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Grim. You may now do your attacks.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
2 bites.
That is gorgeous.
2 claws. A gore. And 3 tentacles.
Oh, those are gorgeous numbers.
I assume Orc Warboy is the first target.
Of course.
First to attack kills him.
Yeah.
One of the claws kills another orc. The other one kills another orc. Half your attacks are wasted.
No, he just likes to overkill them.
Just the tentacles could have killed them. By the way, what are the where do the tentacles come from?
The beard.
You have just like horrible growths in your beard that come out and smack people.
Yeah, like a bearded devil.
Oh, I thought it would be like your tail.
Next.
No, the tails can be reserved for something else.
Yeah, I came back to silence, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. What happened?
Graham absolutely annihilated 3 guys with only like the first 3 moves.
Yeah?
Yeah, half of his attacks were just useless because the first 3 killed them all.
That is, in fact, Grim.
it was gorgeous.
I flashed my tentacles for show.
This Orc Warboy will swing down at George. Missing. These 2 go at exactly the same time, so I'm just gonna roll both their attacks. Crit. Both attacks do no damage as they slash into George. He's too fatty and meaty.
He is chunky.
George. Full attacks?
Full round. Just full round it. Send it all.
Alright. First Talon kills the big dude.
I guess the rest just kills the others.
Yes. And the 2 other Talons rip the other 2 apart, and then George leans forward and just bites one of them in half.
What?
Gorgeous.
Alright. Over half of them are dead, which will transition us into phase 2. Okay, we need new music. Alright. One of my favorite metal covers of a song, Apocalypta's The Hall of the Mountain King.
Yeah.
A booming voice echoes from a nearby cliff. Who's out here killing my boys? I guess only Grim would see it. But Grim, you see a large adamantine claw reaches up from this chasm here and grips the bridge, pulling the full weight of this monstrous orc up.
Damn, look at him. He's kind of cute.
Please.
Yeah, they got Freddy.
All right. The orc has no weapon. Instead of a right hand, he has an enormous mechanical crushing claw. Azrael.
Rasmus.
Yeah, yeah. Hello?
Hey.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
This might be buff time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Let's see. Let me check my spells.
Grim's getting ready to charge. Just
The
FYI.
war boss is here.
You could do another bless. You could do the blessing of fervor now.
Yep, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh, we're all too far. Wait.
Yep, you need to be within 30 feet of each other.
You could hit everyone but Grim.
Shit. That's the problem. I wanted to put it on Grim. Well, I think I'm just gonna put it on everybody else, but Grim.
So you cast Blessing of Fervor, focused on Grim.
I think so. Yeah, he's gonna need it because he's like right in front of.
Do you wanna move closer to him to?
Oh, you could just move here and then cast it on yourself, hitting both of us.
Well, hold on, give me a second. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, just move here.
Right there.
Top right of the door.
Or wait.
Yeah,
You move.
There you go.
Fine. They're good.
So once a day, you guys can do
No,
any of those effects. Or not once a day, once per round, you can do any of those effects.
So you pick at the beginning of each of your turns, pick one of those effects, and you have that for the turn.
Yep.
I'm taking. Everyone should take the AC and attack bonus.
12,
Because we're already
29,
hasted.
22. 12, 29, 22. Right there.
Alright, Ryochi. We'll run up here.
Is it gay boy singing time?
Yeah, he will begin his performance. He will begin to inspire courage.
Zach, are you gonna give yourself the buff?
Yeah.
Level
What
8.
about the fervor buff?
Yep.
Is there one? Where is it?
Yeah, you have 5. You should select the one that says ATK AC Reflex. So that's the one that's relevant.
Oh, blessing of fervor. There we go. Okay.
Azrael, are you there?
Yep.
Alright, good. Just checking. I just have to keep checking. There's no telling when you could disappear for no reason. Alright.
You do.
Snickslag will attempt to stand up.
Attack of opportunity.
Dead.
Do I know if dead orcs produce like negative emotion in the force?
It's not exactly how it works.
Well, because they're plants.
I mean, they're living, so yes, they are dead, and when they die, death lingers.
Okay, so it lingers.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything mechanically, no.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just kill him.
Okay, you slash down at him. The orcs. Perforator will attack using a bite from one of them that gets too close. That orc dies. The war boy will attack him. It misses. Perforator.
Just send it
Nope.
home.
Alright. Yeah, the orc definitely dies. 5 to 10. Basilius.
I look to either side of the orcs and just say, "You should flee if you wish to live." And I charge away from them.
They both attack you.
Let's see more nat 20s. Come on.
Yep, they swing their falchions, and you sort of just run forward and just, like, dodge roll. As you turn the corner, you see a very big boy.
Oh.
And you slash this orc as you stab forward. He sort of goes limp and dies.
I cleave through his skull.
And you see the giant adamantine war claw of the boss.
Ah, there he is. We've come to take your title. I yell out in Orcish.
This orc follows you. Charge.
Oh wait, sorry, I had my swift action.
Okay.
I'm using Grasp of the Goddess.
Do you extend your reach?
Hmm.
Alright. Now he charges you.
Okay. That is 1 attack of opportunity.
You lunge forward and slash, and the orc is just cleaved in twain.
Mm-hmm.
This warboy will charge you.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay, you slash, brutally maiming him, but he is still alive. He will attempt to bonk you with his big baseball bat. You step out of the way as he slams down into the dirt. Alright. Now the war boss's turn. Gorok Maga.
Wait, you skipped me?
Nope.
No, you did.
I went after Basilius.
Okay, there you go.
Supposed to. So the orc war boy hasn't charged yet.
You're still in the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Okay, it's your turn then, Grim.
I am going to cast Bull Strength on myself.
That will not stack with the rage strength.
it does. The rage strength is a morale bonus.
Oh, wow.
This man just got.
However, instead of casting Bull Strength, you could just use this as a swift action, taking the form of the bear.
I cannot. I've already picked my bonus, and it's the form of the jackal.
Oh. Oh, have you been reducing your number of rounds you can be in it? 'Cause you only have 10 rounds of that per day.
Yeah.
You should be at 7 charges then.
Alright, what do you do, Grim? Bull strength? Alright.
Yeah.
You can add an additional 4 to your strength.
It's only +2.
Oh,
But-
additional 2. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought
'Cause,
bull,
yeah, then
I thought
No,
bull
it's
strength
no,
was
+4.
you already have a +2 enhancement bonus from Aegis.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Christ.
So it is only +2 from
Vincent
that.
lit up an entire mountain if he wanted to.
He does have 34 strength.
Hey, that's, Ooh, you'll have 36 strength right after the buff. Because you get +2. Hello?
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Added it to your character sheet.
Okay. You are now exactly as strong as the war boss.
So it's a fair fight.
How do you add duration and rounds and all that
It's already keyed in.
for the form of the jackal and all that?
It's in your features.
Alright, would you like to move? You have 60 foot of movement.
Yes. 60. 5, 10, 15. I will move here. That's half my speed, so I don't take attack of opportunities.
Alright. Gorark is looking down at you. He's looking like he's going to punch you. Probably.
Alright.
Now the war boy. Still charge Basilius and take the same action. Gorark will charge.
Mirror image?
No.
Oh, that was an opportunity
Wait,
attack.
on the war boy. That was an opportunity.
Okay, yeah. So you slash down on him with the bite, and as he approaches Basilius, Basilius impales him with the sword, and he falls dead. Agoric will do awesome blow.
I have mirror images up.
Yes, he will need to roll a d7, and if he rolls 1, then it's you. Okay, awesome blow. The creature will, as standard action, if the it is just a combat maneuver. So it is not an attack. He's just maneuvering against you. So he will attempt a combat maneuver. If he succeeds, you are knocked 10 feet and fall prone.
And take damage from his attack.
Yes.
So it isn't basically an attack roll.
No, as a standard action.
of 38.
If it is just a combat maneuver, it's not an attack.
Yeah, but it does damage as though it is an attack.
It takes damage, typically slam damage plus strength bonus. So it is not his attack.
Mirror image.
There is.
Alright, a sec. Swing the claw and one of the mirror images fades away. He will then use his swift action. Oh, but he's not standing on stone. He can't use a swift action for that. Whatever, that's the end of his turn. Orc.
Is there any... Oh, I assume the entire mountain is stone.
Yeah, but he's standing on a bridge.
I'm gonna try and keep him here.
This orc 5 foot steps and swings at Azrael. Azrael 2. That hits you.
Hold on. What's my AC at the moment?
19.
Okay, yeah.
Because of the blood rage buff.
Yeah, but even with the other buff,
That would have been Tygo's defender.
yeah.
You take.
I took
You are slashed and take 9 damage.
Ow.
George.
How much movement speed does George have now?
George still has 50 feet, 80 feet of fly speed. Moving there will provoke.
Sure. He'll move there.
Okay. He is provoked and he's struck with the War Claw.
George might just die from this.
Oh no.
George, 26 damage.
But that did open the path for me to charge. Oh.
Yay.
One sec. For some reason, I can't change George's HP. One sec.
You did 20.
Hey, there you go. Why can you do it, but I can't? Weird.
Mm.
Okay.
With your cringe.
Azrael. George is
well,
punched.
Well, I'm just gonna turn around and go beat up the orc that just smacked me.
See, this is how you know it's Marasmus playing, because he's using his scythe.
Well, what else am I gonna do?
Bells?
It's literally the orc's literally right behind me.
I'm just saying that because your brother never uses your scythe.
Dead.
Yep, and I'm just gonna move towards Basilius.
Ryochi. Point at biggest boy. Cast. Hideous laughter.
Watch him. I hope he fails. That'd be so funny.
Oh.
Did you just delete him? Control Z. Put him back.
There you go.
I was gonna say, did he fall flat on his back, or is there a risk he falls off the bridge?
I'm gonna use...
A hero point.
Not a hero point. He just has extra features. I don't know if I want to use it right now. That would be really bad, though. Because he would just be right next to Grim for full attack.
Yeah.
Okay, once a day, I'm going to use his once a day luck. I'm just going to count that roll as a natural 20. That's a once a day thing.
Oh, wow, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, that's his one time natural 20.
No.
Perforator.
Well, I'll just move it closer to...
It's unfortunate. It means I can't natural 20 someone when I hit them.
Yeah, so we did waste that on them, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it would have been so bad. He has a plus 14 will. That was a 3 on the dice.
Oh wow, he has somewhat decent will.
Yeah, I mean
he's pretty low, Will.
He's 17 hit dice. He has this. He has the stats of a greater Cyclops. The Perforator scoots along onto the wall. That will provoke.
Yep.
Combat reflexes. Although he only has one. Punch. No, natural 1!
He already used his attack of opportunity against George.
Combat reflexes.
Oh.
Well, either way, it was a nat 1. So.
Put him back on initiative, by the way, since you deleted him.
Oh yeah, sorry. He has initiative. He had initiative 6.
He's under Grim.
Oh, it rolled anyway. Cool. Basilius.
Right. I will charge, flying upwards towards him.
Don't you have to use the levitate force power?
Oh, I've been levitating.
Oh wait, you maintain it as a swift action, right?
I haven't taken damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, you have to. Oh, I guess that's kind of bad. Okay. So you fly up towards him.
It's a swift action to maintain it.
Yep.
And I will stab.
Due to his adamantine armor, you will have to hit AC.
Yes. I have time to bust out the good old Path of War maneuver that I haven't used in a while. Oh, I don't even have any prepared that are relevant because I never use them.
That hits. That hits literally by 1. You slash him, and some of the plates are burned as you swing and singe his skin. He takes 15 damage. He is scratched slightly.
Intimidate check. Oh.
That fails.
This is where you meet your end, monster.
I don't think so, tiny one.
I just want to see
Grim.
go around them. Do it, Grim.
5'4" out.
Show him what.
Okay, you
show
lunge
him,
up towards him.
Show him your mighty power.
We're still hasted, right?
You are.
Yes.
You still have 4 more rounds of haste.
Wait, swift action, obsidian style. Razor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Plus 8 12 damage this turn.
Alright, so those first 2 hit.
And roll the rest.
Roll the rest. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, what was that?
There we go.
And I added the buff for you.
Okay.
Oh God.
I was waiting for the music.
I don't think you missed with a single attack.
So wait, that's already all damage. The damage is already
252.
Dead instantly.
You mauls him like a goddamn animal.
You reach forward and clash with him. As you do, he swings the claw down, and you bring your claw up, and they sort of meet as you sort of wrestle with him before you rip the claw off of him. He roars in pain as his right arm is just decimated. He sort of stumbles back. He is still alive for roleplay purposes, but he is defeated and...
I'm gonna do grapple checks with my tentacles.
Yep. You grab onto him. He is now pretty much pinned. He's at, like, negative whatever. Wait, how much damage was it?
252.
Okay, he's at negative 38.
Just say he has 39
Hey.
Combat over?
You
Or-
lunge forward and smash into him. How do you want to kill him? Or do you want to not kill him?
I will turn to Basilius.
Oh, just kill him.
Alright. I will tear him to shreds with my tentacles.
Okay. It's hard to because he's like 20 feet tall, but you do rip him to pieces over a short period of time. And combat is over.
Grim is the nuke button. That cone of cold enabled you so hard.
I know.
Because
God.
nothing else would have been able to hit you with all the pyramid.
Activating that buff first was the best thing I did. Because we just literally set off a tactical warhead in the middle of the fucking camp.
The war stumbles back after you rip pieces off of him before he just falls backward and lands limply on the bridge. Everyone takes a sort of sigh of relief. George is like barely pulling himself together.
Oh yeah, can I cast Repair Undead on him?
Did you prepare that?
I think I did.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
okay,
you
didn't.
should have it prepared because it's a domain.
Oh, then yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Then yeah, I'm gonna cast Repair Undead on George.
I want to kind of hover over the camp and start yelling to the orcs. I assume there's a bunch kind of watching
Yes.
around. Your war box was decimated in mere seconds. Bow down if you don't wish to perish here. I don't know if you want like a intimidate check to the crowd.
Yeah, I'll allow one.
Less, so +1 maybe.
I'm just playing with the dice.
Oh,
Oh.
God. All of this left on Grim. Look, you can't even see his face.
That is what happens when you stack buffs in Pathfinder. That just happens. There is a great deal of confusion in the camp. You see that? A great majority of the orcs, just start running away. Whereas a small, minority of them, especially the ones that aren't very large and not very strong, sort of gather around and sort of stand around waiting to be ordered. Just sort of around this camp. Whereas a majority of the larger minor war bosses and the war boys, they all seem to scatter into the hills, the forests.
Oh, I want to immediately chase them.
Yeah, there are like 4,000 of them.
4,000 war bosses?
No, there are 4,000 orcs here, and about 3/5 of them start leaving.
Okay. I want to tell Grim to assert his dominance over the orcs that stay and corral them together, and I want to fly off after the larger war bosses that I can see.
Yeah, want me to come with you so I can take George and...
Sure. Yeah, it was scatter in a different direction. Go hunt other war bosses.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, these war bosses pose literally no threat to you, so we're not even going to play it out. These war bosses, they just have the stats of ogres, so they pose almost literally no threat to you at all.
Yeah, but
We don't want them to get out and establish.
I know that. I'm just saying that in advance. That's the reason we're not doing a scene for it.
Yeah, don't worry. Makes sense.
That's completely fine.
After we...
You can do a scene for Grim with the orcs while we're gone for the next hour or two.
Wait, does Grim know Orcish? Or...
I think so. He's a war boss. I assume he would have learned Orcish.
He doesn't.
I only know one language.
Did you never? I thought you took a rank in linguistics.
And he has no ranks in linguistics.
Wait, how have you been like talking to orcs and shit?
Through shamans, through translators.
Yeah.
Could we say that the shamans might have trained him to speak Orcish?
Not if he didn't put a point in linguistics, no. That's what training him to Orcish would be. Would be him studying.
Well, then we'll have to wait till they come back.
So you all go together and hunt down larger packs?
Yeah.
Alright, you can get quite a few large ones. However, there simply are too many to all chase together.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But the society, quote-unquote, that was formed here has been utterly decimated and ruined. As well as completely abandoned by those who are working for it. The orcs seem more... as they begin to spread out, the orcs become more brutish. They leave their machines, they leave their industry, their factories they were making, and it all eventually fades, and it just becomes ruins.
Back to square one again.
Well, the infrastructure's there.
Yeah, it's not good infrastructure. In fact, most of it, as you inspect it, literally doesn't make any sense. There are some machines that are just like, I mean, this goes down to like the orc psionic power of belief. There are some machines that are here that just don't make any sense. Like there are cannons that like don't have gunpowder, like they shouldn't work. But in the orc's hand, they work perfectly, as if they were just regular weapons. But upon inspection, they shouldn't be able to work. That's the same with their industry as well.
Is there more like? So what can we loot from around the camp? Like obviously this dude. Has this adamantine arm.
That he does have a giant adamantine arm as well as adamantine plates melded into his body. Let's see. I actually need to generate a colossal-sized horde.
I assume if he has adamantine, there's a lot of raw adamantine around.
There actually isn't. Most of it is on his body.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's the biggest orc. He gets all the cool things.
Yeah, makes sense. I was gonna say.
I will levitate all of the adamantine he has, like cut it off of his skin, and then levitate it up to the ship.
All right. The only workable piece is the war claw.
Oh, that's fine. We're probably gonna just willing to be selling it for raw
I think it's
adamantine.
raw material.
It's probably like hundreds of pounds.
Unless Grim wants to
adamantine.
stick it onto one of his arms.
It is huge sized.
It will not work.
It is not. It is a magic item. So it sizes.
Oh.
Wait, what would it mounting it on my arm do?
What it would do is it would give your claws the same kind of abilities that an adamantine weapon has.
Both of them or just one?
I would consider both of them. You could just claw once with this first one. So adamantine is incredibly strong. As a weapon, weapons made from adamantine bypass hardness, ignoring hardness less than 20.
And bypass most DR.
And bypass, most DR is it can cut through robots and constructs like they're paper. It could also block lightsabers, meaning that with these adamantine claws, you will not even if you weren't wearing armor, right? You have adamantine armor, right?
Yes.
Even if you weren't wearing your armor, you could block lightsabers and not have touch attacks against you from them.
Yeah, well, let's give the cause to Grim then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. They are
the biggest and strongest deserves the best. Like how they would say.
It is. They are. Well, they also one sec. It actually is a magic item, so I need to actually give it to you. You will.
The magic item should be in the compendium.
It's not. It's a custom item.
Oh.
You will need to cut your arm off to use it.
Oh.
It is an arm, right? Like, it's not like tips on your claws. It's a whole arm. However, it is magical, so it's a prosthesis, right? Like, if you put it on, it'll work instantly.
It's like the thing I want to get for my missing fingers.
I'm okay with that. I'm growing more appendages anyways, so what's an arm?
It is a +2 adamantine war claw, meaning it doesn't have actual like things, but your claws will get +2 to hit. And the enchantment on it is, where is it?
And it counts as a natural attack, right?
Yeah, it essentially just gives your claws +2 to hit.
And damage.
I cannot think of a good one. Give me a D100 for the magic effect.
Vicious.
He never got to really hit with it. Four. It is an anarchic claw.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah,
doesn't sound
yeah,
good.
that'd be bad. No, that'd be bad for you. Reroll that, because that would give you negative levels. Because you're lawful,
Okay.
right? You're lawful neutral.
Yes.
Yeah, it would give you a negative level.
I definitely think you're lawful evil.
I also think you're lawful evil.
You
I'm
did torture
just sworn
someone
to-
a couple sessions ago. For fun.
Here it is, Flaming Burst. When you crit with this weapon, it explodes, dealing an extra... It deals extra fire damage when you crit, basically.
So it also guarantees you flaming, so your claws deal +1d6 fire damage.
Man, this guy just
Nice.
stacking damage on everything he does. Like, if I can buff him before every combat we have, this man's gonna be a walking goddamn cannon.
This is also the Horde.
I am technically a glass cannon.
We'll bring that to the. How many raw pounds of adamantine plates does he have on him?
He has 35 pounds of adamantine.
Your claws crit for ×2, right?
Yep, they're just ×2.
Okay. Alright, I set up your claws for you, Zach.
Okay, let's try him.
Thank you.
Full attack. Nice. When you swing, you can see that it leaves streaking sparks in the air.
This is Grimm's glow up day.
Essentially, when you use the item, it just rots away one of your arms that just shrivels off and you put it on.
Alright,
Does it look like a giant mechanical claw, or does it look like his arm again?
I have a picture of it. One sec.
and now we gather up this orc army and charge another camp.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Can we
Let's go. Time goes back, so we get an extra hour today.
We actually don't, because we still started at 7 my time.
I say we play all night.
I can't, because I have to work.
Yeah.
Call it sick.
I can't call sick.
I know, I'm kidding.
Here it is. Here's some picture. Here's a picture of it in the art channel.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
Oh, so is it claw, not an entire arm?
It's up to the elbow.
Okay.
So it's basically the whole arm.
The forearm.
Yeah, it's a war claw. There's
How does
still
it
enough
feel on-
manipulation to do normal things with it, but it's complicated.
How does it feel on you, Grim?
Something feels wrong about it.
It's probably you just getting used to a new appendage. Trust me, it's similar to my.
Brings
wooden
back
fingers.
memories of McCain.
All right.
I'm gonna add all the loot to the.
Group fund.
A small contingent of orcs, and by small I mean like there's 1,000 of them.
Oh.
Although not all of them are combatants. There's some squigs and some noblars. They gather around and chant for Grim, as he's their new war boss.
I will raise the claw above my head.
Yep, they cheer and hoot, and some of them just murder each other.
Let's stop that.
So we're gonna go after another encampment.
Okay, so just start kind of like talking in common. And while you do, I'll speak out to them in Orcish and explain what you do. Okay, well, just talk in Chondathan. That way, none of them definitely understand.
But this happens. One sec.
Oh. Oh, it was this
Ooh.
tile too?
A large portion of them just fucking vanished.
I have to get a new flag. One sec. How do you upload the flags?
In the flag folder.
Oh, you just upload them just that by itself? Okay, one sec.
The Orcs of the Devout Pact. Or just various orc clans, I'm assuming.
Nope. One sec.
Hold your card.
Oh, of course, like a JFIF file.
That's why I have the save as PNG extension.
There you go, I got it here.
Can I just convert all the magic items to gold at half price? I don't think
Yep.
any of us want any of this.
Nah, it's fine. Hey, they have their thing back. Hey, isn't that from Warhammer?
It is.
Oh, by the way, I don't think I've ever mentioned this to you, Hanky, but the speech, the Mummy Lord, yeah, that was, isn't that, I forget what the comic series called, but it's a DC, Marcus Knight or something like that, I think it was specifically called.
What?
The speech the Mummy Lord gave. It's specifically, I think, the Black Lantern's Oath.
I literally don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
That-
I literally don't know what that is.
You word for word gave like the Black Lantern's Oath from.
Wait, you don't know what the Black Lantern's Oath is?
I don't know what a Black Lantern is.
The
It's
Green
undead-
Lantern.
Well, I
The
know
evil
what Green
Lantern.
I know what Green I didn't know there was bad Green Lanterns.
They're basically like undead people.
I literally don't know what that.
Yeah, the Oath.
We
the
just
oath,
explained it to you.
No, but that definitely is not something that I took. That is just complete coincidence.
Yeah, no, it's literally their oath.
But
word for word,
what's it called? These guys now have their tile back.
All right.
So,
Yep.
Grim, you essentially have control for now over this fledgling, essentially Wa. You can basically point it in any direction you want, and they'll go that way.
Towards the Republic through into the Dragon Army, or are we going straight down the orcs?
Let me move the player token, so you can see where things are.
There was one more orc one over here.
I don't know. We could point them straight east. What? Each tile is like a week, right?
Each tile is not a week. Each tile is 24
day.
miles.
200. Oh, 24. Oh, so it's a day.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, in the mountains here, it's 2 days.
Yeah, you can probably like tell them to march for a 10-day east, and set up camps there. I mean,
Okay.
you could lead them a 10-day east. So,
But what are we wanting them to accomplish for us?
we want them to set up, like make this orc territory to stop the dragons.
Have a buffer between us.
Okay. Yeah. I can send them out that way.
Potentially, I can also use the zombie virus on them.
Go ahead, yeah.
And just have them run
Have them
headlong
sit
to-
as soon as they get there to release that, put that in their food.
I think that's
They don't
net
eat.
negative.
Yeah.
Orcs straight up don't eat.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
subsist on violence.
They also, it would be bad because they wouldn't reproduce.
Yeah.
And they would spread, because it spreads by bite.
Oh yeah, so
So if they
Yeah.
attacked a human village, it would very quickly become an out-of-control epidemic.
yeah, then never mind. I'll keep it on me for now then.
Yeah, this is why we're not spreading it anywhere. This is why.
It's
okay,
definitely
look,
like
look.
it's definitely like an oh shit button.
Like, look, I was thinking that like just
So
tell them to
Zach,
go that way.
Yeah.
The-
You could also If you really wanted to be a dick, you could march them southwest.
Just attack the Republic.
Republic and the Revolutionaries.
I think we should be more concerned about the Imperium. I think you march them straight east. You take over these tiles along the way to slow down the Republic, and then settle them here. Because there is this giant wall, right? This is like a giant sheer cliff.
There is one here.
No.
Yeah.
But it's mountainous around here, yeah. It's not sheer, though.
No, on Sunrise, it was sheer straight down.
Oh, yeah, there's a sheer cliff in Sunrise, yeah, but not everywhere.
Well, that's why I was pointing at Sunrise.
Okay, well, you did this. This is like nearly 100 miles of pointing you just did.
But yeah, I think we can just have them like sit there, grow, repopulate, and tell them when the dragons show up, to fucking just throw themselves headlong into them.
I mean, you could actually and you could straight up lead them for the 10-day and then return to us. If you wanted, instead of just telling them to go.
Yeah.
Then they definitely will follow your orders.
How would he communicate with them? That's the problem.
I assume there's some shamans there who speak common.
There's one or two, yes.
Yeah.
So Grim is going to go live with the orcs for a week.
I don't know. Do you want to do that or do you not want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Y'all are just headed back to town, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll close out the month.
We're probably heading to Sunrise. We're probably gonna talk to Geglodir, head to Sunrise, and then head back.
Okay, so I can meet up at Sunrise.
We'll probably be back in town by the time you're coming back to Sunrise.
Yeah. All right.
The only issue is that you're going to clash with the Republic on the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Presumably these tiles are mostly empty.
I mean, the reason that there's flags there is that there is presence there.
But not necessarily military presence.
No, not necessarily, no. But there is a chance that they could organize a military response. They are literally ready for an attack.
True. I think we just avoid them for now. And have the orcs just set up around them.
We could send a message saying that we have managed to redirect a horde of orcs. Sadly, you are in the way.
Oh,
that's a power move right there, actually.
Yeah.
That's great. That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah. It shows the Republic that we have the capability to lead.
Plus, we're giving them fair warning to move their people.
Yeah, so you can march the orcs this way, and then when you hit, I can't actually see the name of the towns since you put the maps over them.
Yeah. There's no token here anyway.
Oh.
This is an image.
Can you rename this specific flag to the name of the town?
All right, get the name of the town.
Yeah, whatever that town is, head there, and have the orcs stop a bit of a distance away, right?
That town is called Orly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell them to send a message to the Scardale.
I can't name this. It's a tile.
Yeah. No. Name the flag that you're putting on it.
Okay.
Tell the Republic not to expand any further north, and that we are setting up orc tribes to stop the Imperium from expanding further towards us. We can send Ryoshi with you.
Yeah. Yes, Ryoshi could be my voice.
Yeah, so we'll send those two to do that, and then me and Azrael will head back.
All right.
Man, Grim, the general of an orc Wah.
I like that we are heading back to Geglodir the day after we said we were gonna take them on.
Exactly. Like, hey, you know those orcs you were having a problem with? We kicked them out.
Okay, so just Basilius and Azrael return to Geglodir.
Yes. Ryochi and Grim head to Orly.
One sec. Here's a flag to move. All right. One sec. We go back to the Dwarven Gate.
I the reason I didn't want to send them is because I didn't want to like exclude them from Zach from this scene of talking to the dwarfs and shit.
I'm leading an army.
Yeah, that is also super badass.
Like I was saying, freaking Grim, the leader of an orc wall.
Also, yeah, get rid of all your buffs. There you go.
Okay.
I already got rid of all yours, Grim.
So yeah, let's approach the gate and pull the lever.
All right. You know the flavor text. I'm not going to repeat it.
Yes.
Thank you. I need to hear it again. You'll break my immersions.
You actually aren't here to hear the flavor text. Sorry. So. Kamuk, leader of the Short Wards, steps out. He says, "Back so soon. We saw your battle from above."
Yes, it was quite easy to clear out the camps.
It was an impressive feat. You certainly are in our debt, or we certainly are in your debt.
You're in our debt now, bitch.
You're in our debt. That was cool, and we basically facilitated you being cool. He says, "We are in your debt. The city of Geglodir is grateful. Please,
Aye.
come in."
Oh.
Gladly.
All right.
It's an honor to be the first human stepping foot in your halls in so many centuries.
Yes, you are the first humans to step here.
And they're not even human.
You are the
Well,
first.
Azrael is.
I am human.
You are the first humans to enter these halls since the calamity. Okay. I don't actually have maps for this, but I have art.
That's fine.
Alright. I can place the art. In the art. But you are beholden to the majesty of dwarven craftsmanship.
And do I ask these guys to join us?
Maybe we can make up a military alliance.
Or a protectorate.
We've proven that we have vastly stronger military than them, even just on our own.
And there's the final picture for the art.
It was. I wonder where he's like in his head. He's just like, Jesus, they killed the war boss in 2 seconds.
I'm surprised they didn't ask where the beast went.
The halls of Geglodir are immaculate. Not clean, but the way they're carved, everything is enormous. The craftsmanship is perfect. As you go, every single step and pillar and wall is covered in some sort of carving, or is perfectly carved, or is decorated with some sort of mosaic. It is beautiful. The area is dominated by orange light as fires, smithies, and cookeries are at work keeping this place warm. There are dwarves abound, and although many eye you with suspicion, there is a great few who eye you with a respect. I can tell you the stats of the city now.
Fog. The population is probably kind of suffering.
The population of Geglodir is 9,000.
Okay.
It is a incredibly Although it's not super populated, it is a very large city with many buildings. The city is tiered. The first tier of the city is what you guys are on. That is mostly residential, etc. Smithies, and it's the main city. And then below is an entire area of industry, factories, smithies, engineering, as well as mines. And then below is all mining, quarrying operations, etc., etc.
I think the type of metals we can get if we can make an agreement with them.
He says, Geglodir is old, one of the oldest dwarven cities in the region, at least one of the only ones still standing. He says,
I'm glad we were able to help save this place. Stagnation.
He says, it is usually unbecoming of our ways to allow outsiders in. It is not Ruthar's teachings to mingle with outsiders. But you have done us a great service, and so we will serve you drink and food, and you may stay here to rest.
Wonderful. I'd love a private audience with the rest of the council. I believe there's many matters we could discuss.
Please, sit and drink, and we will give you audience soon. Alright.
Well, I don't seem to harm in having a few drinks, at least.
Alright, yeah, you are brought to a beautiful stone manor home. You are treated to all sorts of smoked meats and ales and some of the richest food that you could eat.
As
Not
what kind of meat
all
is
the
it?
dwarfs under the table.
What kind of meat is it, since they don't have access to, like, above ground meat?
Meat, it is mostly insect or bat.
Basilius takes note, trying to, like, thinking of this stuff as a way to harvest the economy of Undercross.
It's the food is rich, not like in wealth, but it's like filling, and everything is buttery, and it's very, very like high fat, high carb.
Decadent.
Yeah, it's very decadent meat, and meals. You get like rolls and fresh mushroom. There's lots of mushroom on pretty much everything. All right. And let's see. We're gonna turn over to Grim. All right. From Geglodir, Basilius and Azrael send a message to the Republic outposts of the approaching Orcish horde. What exactly is put in the message?
So we say, first off, there's an army of orcs headed eastward. Make sure, avoid them. They're not here to deal damage to the Republic. They're being sent to fend off the Imperium. Say that, I tell Ryoto to make sure that he makes a big show of the fact that the Devout Pact was so easily able to get orcs under their control and clear out entire stretches of the mountains. Like, stroke our dick. And then we say the orcs are going to kind of inhabit the region to the north of them, and not to, like, push back because we're setting up these defenses to stop the Imperium. Basically say, don't expand any further north.
All right.
Dick measuring contest. Let's go.
Ours is always longer, no matter what.
So that's 10 days.
Mhm.
All right.
We'll kind of have them following closer to the line of the Republic, just to
Yeah.
avoid sunrise.
To show off.
We specifically traveled down to them to make a point.
This is where they are in 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one sec. Let me update the time. So you meet with the Council of Three Hammers, which are the three main families. One sec, I gotta generate them. Of course, you know the Short Wards. That's the family under Karduk, and then there's the Loud Peaks and the Smug Passes. All these,
These are great names.
the
Can you
three.
send those in chat?
Yes, of course. Oh, wait, yeah, they need to be put into not subjects, but
Yeah. Important NPCs.
yeah, in the
Well, I mean, I'm gonna try and get Geglodir to join our like association.
well, yeah, you can. Well, you're immediately brought to meet with the council. Some basic political things are discussed. So, Geglodir says that they know that you're expanding. Basically, they have no want to expand outside of the mountain. They will basically stay on this tile. Most Dwarven kingdoms stay on one tile. That is a unique mechanic of Dwarven kingdoms. They only expand like one tile every like 50 years.
Oh wow.
They say that you're welcome to expand all around them. However, they are adamant about not joining you politically, like under you, but they are welcome and are excited to have friendly relations, trade, or working together militarily in the future, etc., etc. But they will not be beholden to you.
That's fine. I think Basilius would consider dwarven culture not a harm to his ideals.
The whole thing about Dwarven culture is, you take care of your family, you don't bother anyone, no one bothers you. That's like the main tenets of Ruthar.
I would ask. I would say that we're a bit of a distance away, and we obviously spent quite a bit of time helping clear the orcs. If they could have have some their forces kind of protect the region around them for a bit until we can come in closer.
They say they can promise that, but they will not engage militarily if people rush in with weapons.
Okay.
They won't protect it militarily, but they will be like, hey, this is our land, etc., etc. But they won't, like, set anything up.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. I kind of just want to keep them out.
Also, does anyone bring up the baffle face dwarf who went missing?
I would actually.
You sort of bring it up. First things first, they immediately say that there are no families in Geglodir with the name Baffleface. There never have been. There is no clan Baffleface here. That is what they can tell you, and they've never heard of this dwarf before.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Let's see, what else?
I assume they're not lying.
No, they literally bring out the books. They're like, they have records. They're like, nope, no Baffleface here bees, no family. They have the Book of Grudges and Families.
It's like this huge book, like bigger than probably them.
Yeah, it is significantly bigger than them, and it has every bad thing that has ever been done to them in their entire history. Because dwarves hold grudges. Like, they'll hold grudges for thousands of years, even over petty shit.
How have they been getting information, by the way?
Via scouts.
I thought. Oh, how have they been? 'Cause they knew the dragon army was marching west.
Yeah, they've been getting the first of all, they've been getting reports magically via sending.
Ah.
They have contact with other dwarven kingdoms, including the Five Kings Mountains in the far south, the ones that are currently under siege from the Dragon Imperium.
Okay. Cool.
The dwarves are a very interconnected people. They care very much about their kind. They are a dwindling race, so it's important to keep track of people. Let's see. All right. What would you do after that meeting? You spend like maybe a few days in Geglodir, having a good time. It's just very fun. There's like high culture and good food and good people.
I assume, would they be all right with my hobgoblin crew coming in?
They are distrusting, but they don't stop them. Like, they don't want to disrespect you.
Okay, I'd have them come in. Make sure they understand not to. If they act out of line, they're dead.
There is you and your merry crew enjoy the high life in Geglodir for quite a few days.
As Zach is
While
marching.
Grimm's just roughing it with the boys.
Grimm has had to kill 10 to 20 other orcs who challenge him for titles along the way.
Hey, it's good training.
It is constant. The murder is constant. You very rarely see the same orc more than 5 times before they die.
The boys will be the boys.
He's enjoying himself.
Ryochi is just oohing in the background.
Ryochi is terrified.
Well, actually, Ryochi would after talking to Orlais and kind of sending the message out, he'd probably head back.
Well, he's gonna meet you guys at sunrise.
Yeah.
So,
why is the orc there?
sorry. You continue marching. Where do you want to stop, Zach?
Right here.
That is. That's
That will cause military conflict.
We gave them warning.
Maybe up here?
We didn't tell them we're gonna lay siege to them. We said don't expand north in your.
They're like I would say, yeah, there likely are villages in each of these hexes.
Right here.
All right, and then you personally are going to what? Cede your title to the biggest orc?
We'll have them all fight in a circle.
That will
And
kill
then
the
slow-
entire tribe. That.
Kidding.
Just
All
gather up the biggest.
There, I
orc.
said there is very clearly a biggest orc.
Okay, if there's clearly a biggest orc, then I will cede my title to him.
All right, they're incredibly confused about how you just leave one day and they don't like follow you or do anything.
I sneak out of the camp.
All right. And you all arrive in sunrise.
Next session. probably?
13 days later.
I think we can do sunrise now.
Let me check what I have prepared for sunrise. If I do have sunrise prepared, we can do it. If not, we'll do next session. Yeah, okay, I don't have sunrise prepared.
Damn.
I don't have any of the city maps. I just have like the
Yeah.
general region map.
Also, we would teleport there since we have maps and have seen the stuff before.
Well, Ryochi can go to sunrise and send a message to you guys like, "Hey, we're here,"
Mm-hmm.
and then you can be like, "Okay, cool. Now we can stop partying and teleport."
Ryochi can establish relations
We'll do that
while
when
he's waiting on me.
We'll do that when he's actually here.
All right.
So let me increase the day. It is the... God, what? It's the 18th of Tarsak already? On the 16th of Tarsak, Basilius, you receive word that your wife is in labor.
Teleport back.
Yeah, you can teleport back if you
Oh.
want. I'll stay.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I forgot. We are definitely going back to Cannon Cross before the end of a full 10-day.
Not Sun. Oh, we'll do. Well, yeah, I was about to say.
I forgot. Yeah, because we have to. Because she's
So-
going in labor soon.
Well, yeah. Well, if you go before the full 10 day.
We will not be meeting up in Sunrise. We're just heading back to Cannon Cross.
Okay, then Zach won't get there until nearly the 26th.
I'm gonna miss the birth.
Miss birth. Yes, you will likely miss the birth.
That face.
Alright, let's go to the birth scene.
No.
There is a very, very, very small chance that your wife will die.
We're okay with that chance.
I have to get out the book of erotic fantasy. For the pregnancy rolls. It's like... Because there's roles for giving birth. 'Cause some people are shameless in this game.
We would likely be aided by magic.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh, don't forget. There's rules for all of this. Let's see, pregnancy and childbirth, page 47. Let's go there, guys. I heard Joe Rogan. The baby's actually a stillborn if he hears Joe Rogan before. Don't worry, there are rules for having demon babies. Or devil babies. Okay, let's see. Okay. You know elves have a 24-month gestation period? That sucks, being pregnant for 2 years.
Well, it's like a flash for them.
Alright. If you are in a town with magical assistance, in a safe place, and have a doctor with above +10 in heal.
We do.
Roll me a D100. There is a 3% chance that your wife dies in childbirth. She's fine.
Hog.
It'd kind of suck if she did die. That'd be, you know, kind
I
of
wouldn't mind.
be kind of a bummer for her whole character. Let's go to... Let's go to the manor. Floor number 2. Because I assume you have the baby at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a specific room you want to have the baby in? I assume... Do you want to have the baby in your bed?
I've been in this little fountain out back.
I don't know. Where do... I assume, like, the bathroom. Probably. In, like...
The bathroom?
Well, isn't that where you normally do it? In, like, a tub in medieval times?
I forgot that you very rarely know things about anything.
No. In medieval times, you would have children in the bathtub.
Let's see. Let's go to the first floor, then. The dog is also there. Oh, she can do water birth. You guys have a... Okay, yeah, I guess the tub could work, too.
We also have the pond out back.
Not you, Grim.
I'm not moving myself.
I accidentally moved you. The rest of the council isn't there because they don't actually care that much. Plus, this is like a family affair.
Why is Azrael here? Shameful.
Does our cleric naturally have +10 true heal?
Azrael? Azrael has... Oh, Azrael has no ranks in heal.
No, Azrael's not helping us. He's a cleric of disease.
Tala can aid you.
No.
Well, no. Well, the priest.
Oh, the priest of Mahenna. The priestess, yes. She... does not have +10, but she has +8.
Okay. In that case, we'd add Alistair there to help. Because he is a very skilled doctor.
The dog is also there.
And if anything happens, he can stitch her back up.
Alright. It is
The dog is the priestess of Mahenna.
Woof. It is a long and arduous process. She's in labor for... She's in labor for a full 24 hours.
Damn.
Which is the longest possible time. But the baby comes out. I will roll some stuff. I have a lot of things to roll. First things first. It's a girl.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this. This is a big dice, just ignore it, okay?
What's that dice for?
Midichlorian.
Why is the dog rolling it?
Oh, dog. Don't worry, the dog is gonna... The dog is doing it. It's okay.
The dog is deciding your fate.
Oh, is that for the how force sensitive it is?
Yeah, that is midichlorian count.
That's pretty high.
With the highest being 20,000. Or over 20,000.
That's at birth.
Midichlorians don't get better. It's just... That's just how you are. With like 20 plus is like chosen one levels.
So, she's near chosen one levels.
She would be equivalent to one of the like more important characters. Yeah, so it's pretty nuts. So, you hold your daughter in your hands. You feel that she is strong and has a important destiny ahead of her. She comes out looking much like a tiefling. Basilius, what would you like to name your baby?
We came up with a name with Alice, right? Alice had a specific name she wanted to name it if it was a female.
Oh yeah, she wanted to name it after her mother. God, I gotta look it up. God, I don't know where it is. It's in my DMs with you, one sec.
You can just search DMs for Alice. Oh, here we go. Katrina. Wait.
Katarina.
Katarina.
All right.
Katarina Alzario.
Okay, let's get an actor made for important NPCs. How do you spell Alzario?
A-L... Oh, wow, I don't actually have it on my actor. Alazario.
All right. Katarina Alzario is born a half-fiend girl. Congrats. All right. Congratulations, Basilius. You now have a
Yeah.
daughter.
I like the bottom right corner of the last image.
Yeah. Unfortunately, probably not that cute.
I mean, it's a baby. It's fucking the ugliest thing in the world.
Although I feel like their child will turn out something more like top right of the bottom picture.
It is gonna have crazy high charisma when it grows up.
Here's the art. One sec. Here's the token. Tiny size.
Also, general reminder, instead of changing the art for the token, you can change the art for the actor, and it'll automatically set that art as the token.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Alice is just exhausted.
Yeah, 24 hours.
But Alistair sort of gets out of the way so you can have... Calic and the dog are also here.
Yes.
Two important NPCs.
I'm gonna ask the priest if the baby is healthy.
The priest is a little taken aback. She says, as she sort of inspects the baby. She says, yes, for all intents and purposes, the baby's as healthy as can be. Congratulations.
It must be so awkward, like humans birth, like
A tiefling?
Well, I mean, any heritage, really.
Yeah.
God, yeah, that's so awkward. Like, dude, imagine like you and your wife just have you're two humans, you have a baby, and it comes out as a fucking like Ored, and you're just like, huh? Did she cheat on me, or does one of us have Earth heritage?
Well, no, because the baby's always the mother's race, unless it's a elemental
Well,
race.
no, heritage. Yeah, Oreds, Sylphs, Azamar, Tieflings. Though they're distant heritage.
Yeah, so it would only be distant heritage. If it was
That's-
cheating, it would still...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're sitting there and you're like, huh?
Weird. Alice
Alright.
cradles Katerina.
I can tell she'll grow up to be very strong.
Alice sort of just holds Katerina as the priestess of Mahana says, "We should probably let them both rest."
Yeah.
I'll keep
I don't
watch.
know.
Keep the priest around for the first month or so.
Well, yeah, the priestess, as I says, I'll be here to make sure that nothing goes wrong in the first few days.
Yeah. We'll provide her a room. We'll all have a servant clear out Grimm's room, and she'll stay there until Grimm gets back. Or clean out, not clear out.
Yeah, get rid of all this furniture. Get rid of Grimm's shit. Put it outside in boxes.
Well, there's probably fur everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
It's like a madman.
Send Mercutio to prestidigitation the room clean.
Asriel, you are led inside after the baby is born.
Oh, okay.
Dog is also here.
Hello. He just pets the dog.
The dog appreciates it. You know that.
I know.
Talek sort of, as you walk in, Talek is just kind of standing there with his arms in his sleeves. Sort of just quietly standing there.
He's probably shocked how
Is he
fucking
lost
strong
his
the
top?
baby is.
Well, he hasn't been able to censor yet. He has to actually, like, literally walk up to the
Oh.
kid to do that.
Is he lost
Talek
his
turns to
prodigy?
Asriel and says, "Greetings."
Greetings to you too.
I'll turn in motion that they can both come in.
Wouldn't it be easier to go out? There's not much room in there.
Yes, I agree with Talek.
Oh yeah. I'll lift Alice out of the pool with the.
She physically cannot stand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I lift her out.
Yeah, you sort of
I princess carry her.
Tokyo Ghoul, you lift her up. And she's lifting the baby.
Yes. Oh, I
It's a
cannot
weird
move the
it's a
baby.
weird daisy chain. One sec, let me make you owner of the baby, because legally you are owner of the baby.
When you say it like that, it sounds so weird.
I mean, you are legally your parents' property until you're 18.
In some parts of the world, you're legally your. Oh, you just deleted
We're
everyone.
all gone.
You can control Z.
Control Z did nothing.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that was weird. I hit it like several times.
It was probably just
Because
lagging.
I accidentally did it.
Oh,
Oh, you fucking jackass.
I was gonna say I only hit shift. Yeah. You carry Alice, who carries the baby. The baby also carries Asriel.
What?
You step out. Alistair sort of... Talek has a stern face. So, congratulations, Basilius.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
I'll nod towards him. I assume he wants to sense the baby.
He sort of reaches his hand down and sort of gently places a hand on the baby's head. Sort of quietly contemplates. He takes his hand away and puts it back into his sort of cross sleeves. She is strong indeed. Stronger than you or I. She's incredibly gifted. Perhaps your wife has some sort of latent force sensitivity. He says, as soon as she's beginning, or as soon as she's able to walk, I believe we should start training immediately. Alice sort of looks confused and says, training? She's just a baby.
She's a half-fiend. I believe... I don't know if I've spoken to you of this.
I'm aware.
She'll likely reach adulthood in a matter of years.
Alice says, can't we just let her be a kid? Do we need to train her? Train her to what?
She's the heir to the throne.
Yes, Telek says, she has a powerful talent, Alice. It must be honed early. It cannot be squandered. Alice sort of looks slightly disappointed.
Yes. Unfortunately, this is the matter of ruling a kingdom. Even something as simple as childhood must be carefully monitored.
I will meditate on this, Telek says. He sort of sees himself out.
He's just like, holy shit.
He signed up for this, girlfriend.
I
can't believe that was an 18k on the 20k dice.
I was about to say, 2k and lower is, no force sensitivity. So she was she had a chance to at least be sensitive, but she's very, very strong. Mm-hmm. It's likely that you'll need to, it's likely that with power, you'll need to be very careful with her, because she could hurt someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
especially because children are very emotional.
Well, luckily, she's also a half-fiend. So she's not as, chaotic as a normal child.
Oh, she's half-devil, yes.
Half-devil.
I was gonna say that, you could accidentally, maybe in a fit of rage, if you take your toy away, just lift your ass up and chuck you across the room.
Not exactly that much. That would require training, but stuff like emotional outbursts. Luckily, she's not a kid for that long. But yes, she will need to be trained right away in order to hone that ability and make sure it doesn't either mute itself through fear or,
So I will call Mercutio over as I kind of start carrying her down the hallway. Alice down the hallway. Or actually, I guess
dog is here.
I guess wait, he's running. Fuck, stop moving.
Alistair?
Yeah. I suppose before Alistair leaves, he could just kind of press the digitation, clean everything up.
Yeah, he just does that.
So she's not covered in blood.
Why don't I have control over the dog?
He's his own thing.
Really?
He's his own man. He's friends with you, but he's his own dude.
Yeah, just because you paid for him with your life doesn't mean you get to own him.
I think that's technically what that does mean.
No, not really.
So as I'll take them Alice and the baby up to our room, and along the way, kind of, obviously, me and Kalik were speaking kind of cryptically, but I'll tell her exactly everything. Obviously, the baby's going to mature in 2 years. It'll be a fully grown adult, as far as 18-year-old. And I'll explain that she's gifted in the Force, the power I use, blah blah blah. As a half-fiend, she'll likely be very inclined towards cruelty, and we need to make sure she's raised right. Especially with this power, it's very easy to corrupt.
She is. You can tell she is very worried. She is much more stressed than she expected to be on the day of her daughter's birth. She expected this to be a relief, but it is not a relief.
Hey, look. She waited outside my mansion for 5 months, waiting for me. She can handle this.
And this is where we're gonna end the session with the birth of. Well, Grim returns 2 days later. Grim, you missed the labor, but you're here.
Yay.
Does that mean I can become the fun drunk uncle?
Drunkle.
The drunkle, yes.
Place the family at the table.
God, yeah. Every month that passes will be like 9 months of growth for her.
Look at this happy family. Talik is right here.
Oh, Talik gave up his chair.
Talik is watching over Katarina like a hawk. Alright, that is the end of today's session. We end the session with the birth of Alzaria, the first ever child born from a player. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, she'll be talking in like just over a month. 1.5 months in, she'll be learning to talk.
Talik would like to take a direct part in her education.
That's fine.
Sort of like a tutor. Because you're not always going to be here. Unless you plan to spend the next 2.5 years raising your child.
No. However, with the teleportation, I can be there most of the time.
When it's an emergency.
Well, I mean, even just in general.
And look at this, the powerful family with Talik, and of course, the more important member. Let's put it over here.
What did you name the puppy?
Dog. The puppy has not been named. He's just
I
the
thought-
dog that is in the castle now.
I was gonna. I thought I said I called it Biscuit, but.
Oh, okay, then you can name him Biscuit. He's a little biscuit. He roams the castle, making a real fuss for Mercutio and the
I
other.
like how Ryochi's still invisible.
He's just normally invisible. Alright, that is the end of today's session. I hope you guys all enjoyed.
Yeah, it was great. I loved every little part of it.
I did not have a huge roleplay scene planned for the birth, because I assumed you guys wouldn't be there for it. But now we have another responsibility. In a year or so, hell, actually in about a year, Katarina could actually come alongside you guys in adventures.
Oh
I mean,
God.
I can make her my cohort. That's what I want to do.
So gang, that's the end of today's session.
I love it. I'm definitely gonna be like the drunk uncle.
Grim,
Gonna have that kid lifting barbells. By
Grim is the
6
cat.
months.
Grim is the cat. It's a whole family. We have mom, dad, drunk uncle.
Big brother.
Yeah, this is big brother.
The furry.
Cat, dog.
And a
Yeah.
pet fox just to spice it up.